Sam Wilson. You must stay strong here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? I am doing great. I am going to do the full race reactions for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm sorry I didn't upload full race reactions last week. Basically, the first 100 laps I was awake, and then after that I fell asleep. I didn't want to give you guys like 3 hours of me asleep. But we're back this week, and I probably won't miss any other full race reactions unless if I go to a race. So, yeah.
Kevin Harvick, a Bristol winner in 05, and Martin Truex matches his best career Bristol start. A.J. Allmendinger, last time we were at a short track, he finished second, and Trevor Bayne has his best Bristol start. That's your top 10. Hey, let's dial up Kyle Busch. What do you see? Hey, Kyle Busch, you CW, buddy, you got a copy?
I mean, is that too much to ask for?
Yeah, CW, what's up?
Don't you want that too?
Hey, man, that
Mom and Dad would want that.
It looked awesome.
Because you know their relationship hasn't been that good, and I feel like that's a lot to do with us.
What can we expect out of that thing today,
If
buddy?
we could be good, then maybe they could be
Well,
good. We're
buddy,
living in that same fucking
I
house.
thought you were taking more notice other than the 75th anniversary thing.
Both of you
here, but I think we've got a pretty good hot rod here. It's driven real well around the bottom of the racetrack on practice lawn, but as you know, the race will be around the top, so we'll be working for some good speed up there, and we'll see if we got to make some changes to it. If we do, guys will do a great job in the pits, as always, and keep ourselves up front here in position to win. All right, buddy, good luck. Yeah, the car looks great, and take it to the house, man. This is your place. It's your house. You got it, bud. Thanks. We have all four corners of pit road covered today. At Bristol, let's begin with Vince Welch.
Well, Mike, here at Bristol, all the speed is up around the top, but pay attention for those drivers that can hold their own on the bottom of the track. Dale Earnhardt Jr. really focused on that this weekend during practice because they feel like if they can hold their own on the bottom and not lose positions when they're down there, once they get up to the top, that could pay off. Certainly, those positions could come in handy late in the race. Matt Yoko, Vince, Bristol Moore. That's the thing for Junkies Racing and the other 9 teams in my area. In 2016, the Norris Bender blew up just 4 looks per wheel, just saved 3/4 of a second on a stop. But today, due to these extreme lateral loads here in Thunder Valley, all the teams in my area blew up 5 lugs. Doesn't mean you have to use all 5, but it gives the crew chief options to save time or play it safe, Jimmy Little.
Danny Hamlin's crew chief told me the biggest challenge today is communication. It's so loud here. He doesn't plan on talking to Denny Hamlin under green flag conditions at all. Instead, listen for the spotters on the roof to keep their drivers informed all race long. Chris Neville?
Well, Junkies Racing has been the team to beat on pit lane this year, and Matt Kenseth's crew chief, Jason Radcliffe, he says today is all about perfection. Look for these teams to be mistake-free, because one mistake here up pit lane doesn't just mean a couple positions, it can mean a couple laps. Larry, Chris, 500 laps around this high bank short track, and pit road speed, long pit road under caution, 30 miles per hour, the fuel window, 150 to 160 laps, and our grip level of the racetrack on our 1 to 5 scale, a 3, maybe Mike, she gets rubbered up, a 4.
And we anticipate that happening with the warm temperatures today and full sunshine, Larry. They are still running the track back along the pit road on the back straightaway. We have pit road on both the front and the back of the racetrack. 20 cars will fit in the front, 20 in the back.
And Mike, we're already seeing some deal-making going on among the teammates at JGR. Not just on the front row here. Let's watch and see how this thing plays out. We've got Carl Edwards who's moved to the outside. Outside's the preferred line. But then you've got the 20 on the inside. What's the 11 going to do? Is the 11 going to maybe let that 20 car get up in front of him so we have all 3 of them in line on the outside, the preferred lane?
Jeff, I think that's the deal. I think Carl takes off and the 20 car slides in front of the 11 car.
Yeah,
and the 22 of Joey Logano in that Ford, among those 5, he has no friends.
Not at all. But I think the bottom can be really, really good here for about a lap and a half or 2 laps.
On new tires, you can hang that bottom. We listened in on Carl Edwards.
Hi, bud. You showed amazing composure this year. We're going to need that today. 500 laps. All right, Jason. Really help me, especially if we get out to the lead here. Let me know when you guys move up to the very top.
Talking
talking to Jason Adleski, his spotter up on the roof.
So that was really important information there because the top doesn't really come in until some heat gets in and lays rubber on that very top roof. So you've got to slowly creep up there until it really comes in. And it's going to take some other cars to get up there before Carl Edwards and some of these leaders creep up there.
Now here's a look at the racetrack. Here is the front straightaway and the back straightaway. 2 pit roads at Bristol. Under green, you enter pit road on the side of the racetrack on which you're pitting. But under caution, to equalize the competition, everyone enters at turn 2, comes all the way around the bottom of the racetrack and exits at turn 1, no matter which side of the track you're putting on.
That, when you're running the fast laps that we see here and you get into a rhythm and you're so focused, you can really, really mess that up. Trust me, I've done it.
How do you know? What a perfect
You're getting one to go, I think.
Not a cloud in the sky. Chance of rain was 0 all weekend. The concrete is 96 degrees, the ambient 72.
Last night I heard a Titan running out here. The jet drive. So what are they doing? There's no rain. I came inside. They were washing the track. They were cleaning the track with the air Titan, and guess what they were using? The IDE.
Hide. Oh my God, Daryl.
Bubbling up. I said, what are they doing? They said they're watching the track.
We'll ride along with Kyle Busch today. Kevin Harvick's Chevrolet starting 7th. Jamie McMurray rolling off 13th. Brother here, he's pulling gloves up.
They're pull those belts tight, too.
Look, we're getting ready to go race. And A.J. Allmendinger starting 9th. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who rolls off 20th. And here we come. Yes, sir, it's Bristol, baby.
Okay, we're racing.
Let's go racing, boys. Trouble in the front stretch. Dale Jr. doesn't get going. His car won't
Oh God.
Oh, he stacked up Almirola, Reagan, and Kurt Busch behind him. We are green on the first lap. Carl Edwards is going to lead it.
Junior's going to pit road.
Earnhardt is in the pits.
And no caution.
What the hell?
That's the weirdest thing I've seen to start a race in a long time.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. That goes along with Bristol.
That's weird, man. Weird. So Edwards got the lead on the break from Kenseth. Logano holds 3rd. Hamlin around the outside of Kyle Busch. Slots in 4th. Jimmy Johnson 6th.
The deal didn't quite work out for Denny Hamlin. I think he was hoping to get him to 3rd, but Joey Logano had other thoughts and was really aggressive around the bottom.
I think they forgot to tell Joey Logano what the plan was.
Let's go back to the start and look at what happened to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Well, this could have been really bad. Right there, I mean, he stacks them up because the car won't go. And you see the 43 of Almirola and the 23 of David Reagan, they're just banging into it. There's nowhere to go. Let's listen a little bit.
It sounds like it's missing cylinders. Like,
No, I think it sounded like gears. Like there was
yeah, but he said there was no power.
He's out on track now. He's lost 2 laps.
Sounds fine.
No, it's running fine now. It almost sounded like there was something on the gearbox when it was chattering, but then you're right. I think it was just popping cylinders.
He's lost 2 laps and a lot of distance. He's not quite 3 laps down. The good thing for him is half a lap away is David Reagan from the leader. A caution would give Junior 1 of those laps back with a free pass. Vince?
Well, they told Dale Jr. to cycle through the ECU as he came to pit lane. That's what they did. The car fired up and off he went.
The electronic control unit is a box on the dash. We started running that. It replaced the ignition boxes when we were the electronic fuel ignition. Sometimes you have to reset that box, and that's what's happened. The problem is 2 laps down, and we need a caution before the leader starts lapping anybody else for him to get one of those laps back.
Yeah, it's like a computer. Sometimes it's a malfunction or a glitch, and you got to reboot it, but that takes time, and unfortunately, it cost them 2 laps.
But these teams are so familiar with these things now. They've been running for several years. They know exactly what to do, and they didn't lose a lot of time under the circumstances.
And unfortunately, the timing could not have been worse.
Yeah, the victims there were David Reagan Elliott in the 24. Ryan Blaney in the 21.
Look at this. This is going to be fun to watch how aggressive Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be to stay on that lead lap. So watch for him to really push.
Well, he's getting pretty close to being lapped. I'm watching the race view here right now.
Looking back from Jamie McClure at Ryan Blaney as they battle for 14.
It did not take long for everybody to move to the top.
And what else it doesn't take long? It doesn't take long to get lapped either. Eric Almirola got shuffled up there by Ty Dillon. Danica Patrick goes by. Ty Dillon's had a pretty eventful weekend already. Had trouble in qualifying. Eric Almirola was a little loose off the corner, and Dillon tried to take advantage.
Well, he actually,
pressure.
yeah, he's underneath the 14 and got really loose underneath him. You can see him side by side here. It's like maybe the 14 went around him on the outside. The right front of the 43 gets into him and almost turned him around.
Wonder how much damage is on that 43 car, because he was into the back of Dale Jr. pretty hard when the Junior couldn't go.
You can see right there on the nose, DW, a lot of damage to the front. That could be really affecting the cooling and the airflow through that radiator.
Remember, the 14 had a crash in qualifying, but they have repaired that damage, as well as fourth place. Kyle Busch has tried the low line several times since they dropped the green flag, but he's been unable to advance from fifth. If you're going to make it work, you got to make it work when the tires are fresh. The longer we go and the tires start to wear down a little bit, you automatically are going to have to run a little bit higher. But if you've got good tires on your car and you got new tires particularly, you can work that inside that bottom. Back up to the bumper of Ty Dillon. Danica Patrick right behind.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened before that incident, but as aggressive as Eric was, when he come back up to 14, I'd say he's not real happy about that situation.
20 laps complete, just like that. Carl Edwards has led them all from the pole.
Here's how it feels to get a new iPhone every year with iPhone Forever from Sprint. Here's how it feels to get 50% off most national carrier rates, too. So imagine how you'll feel when you get all this. And 50% off iPhone 6s on the fastest network. Plus, try us out for 30 days. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund your money.
Practice went okay. Keeps pushing like that, what are you going to do? Here we go.
Yeah. Look at your autograph.
Yeah, sure.
I can't wait to show my grandkids.
Lyrics and stuff. There's something in the lyrics of the world. Who the something in ours and people stuff. Well,
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver, but there's more to me than that. In my office, they call me boss man. I scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm water cooler Dale. Y'all seen the pictures of that baby? Oh, yeah. So cute. It's so cute. Oh, man. Yeah, the dimple. Unreal. For protecting my small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
In this cauldron of fiery wills and burning competition, rivalries heat up quicker. This is an oval of stolen victories and crushed dreams, filled with volumes of unfinished business. Sooner or later, you all become rivals. With everyone fighting over one finish line, there's never enough glory to go around.
Joey, look Logano has passed Matt Kenseth. He now challenges Carl Edwards for the lead. Edwards goes to the bottom using Michael McDowell as a pick. Logano comes alongside in the high groove, but that's not going to prevail. Edwards holds on.
And this is one of the most challenging parts of this racetrack, and this is the challenge I love about Bristol. Lap traffic and that pick and roll we talked about earlier. When you go around the bottom, the grip just isn't there like it is up top, where you see Carl Edwards go to the top, where there's rubber laid down. So if you come up on a slower car, you better pick and choose your momentum and keep that momentum going, and you're going to make that pass because they'll use it against you.
You got nowhere to hide and nowhere to rest. Matt?
Mike, due to the K&N Series rubber on the racetrack from late yesterday afternoon, Carl Edwards told me he didn't know what to expect for about the first 30 laps. Right now, he's got a near fall of the 22 of Logano. He's asking his spotter, Jason Hilleski, tell me the lines that he's running so that way I can try to do the opposite.
Mike, Jeff, I think this is a pretty big day to start, particularly for that 22 car. They've been qualifying good, but their long-run program has been lacking most of this year. That race last evening was run on bias ply tires. These cars run Goodyear radials. The rubber's different.
Bunch of great battles throughout the field. We're seeing the rookies battling it out.
The gaggle going into 3. Oh, my goodness.
It is wild.
Up front, here comes Logano again on the outside. And there's a slow lap car on the bottom ahead.
Who is that?
Reed Sorensen got him, but Logano cleared. Because Edwards wanted to get up there before Matt Kenseth to the 20 came along. Right on the back of the Patrick right here. She's putting up a pretty good fight, trying to stay on the lead lap. 22 is probably a little wee bit better than she is. Make a pass here, I think.
And this is something I've seen that Joey and Keselowski have really good work down in their cars. They can turn off the top and get a big run down the bottom, and they roll around the bottom really well also.
Now the leaders have to get to the bottom because the next
This is cool. This is on the Fox Sports app.
Is up on the top of the racetrack. Can't go there. Just ahead of them, banging bumpers, are Ty Dillon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kurt Busch and a whole gaggle of cars right there on the left of your screen. Yeah, and now the 22 trying to pass Danica Patrick on the bottom, didn't make it. Carl goes back down the outside.
And this is exactly what happened to Carl Edwards when he was trying to make the pass on Danica, and Logano got by him. And now Kenseth coming to second. You've got to get up top and get the momentum off the corner and then make that slide job. You cannot spend much time around the bottom or you're going to get past.
Dale Jr. has a big slide. Almirola goes past him just in front of the leaders. Down to Vince for our Dale Jr. performance report.
Well, when the green flag dropped, Dale Jr. didn't have any power, came to pit road. They recycled the ECU, and they also switched from battery 1 to battery 2. We spoke with a member of the team. They said they're not sure exactly what the problem was. They won't know that until afterwards when they dig into it. But at this point, it seems like it has been taken care of, and he has full power.
Thanks, Vince. Matt Kenseth, that yellow number 20. Hunting the lead on teammate Carl Edwards side by side. Kenseth goes to the front.
I mean, to me, this is an example of being a little bit too conservative. You're trying to work the bottom and roll around the bottom, but it's just not going to get it done. You've got to get big momentum and make a big aggressive move and slide up in front of that car in front of you.
Yeah, Danica in the 10 car right in front of these guys is running just well enough, and in that top groove that when you go by and try to get on the bottom, go by, you can't quite make it. If she's leaving the bottom open, I believe in the 10, she's doing just what she needs to do. Running her line, running her race, let the leaders find somewhere else to get by her. Yeah, what you need is to separate yourself from the second and third place cars. Then you can go down there and make the pass. But right now, when you do, you get passed by someone else, just like what happened to Carl Edwards.
And you can see that high line off of turn 4. It's just not quite developed yet to get that big run. It seems like off of turn 2, they get a little bit bigger run, but not quite enough. I think right now, because they're saying, I want to protect. I've seen what's happened with Carl Edwards. I've seen what's happened with Joey Logano. Until I get a big run, I'm not going to go to the bottom.
So Patrick in the 10 and Josh Wise in the 30 doing a great job running the high line, staying out of the leader's way, and staying on the lead lap. And remember, Danica had a great finisher last year. She finished 9th in this race. Right now, she's just fighting to stay on the lead lap.
She's doing everything she should be doing, and as far as I'm concerned, Matt's doing what he needs to do. There's no reason for him to make this pass unless he starts getting passed from those on the inside, but as you can see here, Logano, he wants to go, Carl wants to go, they all, and then you got Kyle Busch in there as well that wants to get that lead.
Yeah, I think it's Logano. I mean, you've got all the Gibbs cars right here racing each other. It's Logano that's pushing the issue.
Well, this goes back to what we talked at the beginning as well, DW, about pressure. You know, you put a lot of pressure on Danica, force her to make a mistake so you get by, but that can also catch you up in it.
Yeah, I think they see there Joey Logano tried that bottom, but they just can't make it up off the corner.
I think Joey's car rolls around the bottom better than anybody.
Yes, since the drop of the green flag, the two Penske Fords, Logano and Keselowski, have had the best luck in the bottom groove. Yeah.
You're kidding me!
And that thing shot dead right.
Yellows out, yellows out.
Ah!
At a 52, Kyle Busch running third.
You're freaking kidding me!
Right to the correction or something. Got the wall. Right side, pretty good.
Oh my god!
What do we got?
Really?
Okay, I'm looking at the steering wheel. The steering wheel looks straight, so I don't think it hurt the suspension that much. Winner of the last two.
Really? You're kidding me.
Kyle Busch. Watch the 18. And Mike, think about this. Think about when you run close to the wall. You don't hit it as hard because you don't get all that momentum going up to it. So he was pretty close. Bounced off that safer barrier. Looked at the steering wheel. I don't think it hurt the car that much. You heard that noise before you heard it at all.
They're still green.
You heard it pop.
Oh yeah, you can see it's down right there. It got a little bit loose right before that.
Come
I wasn't
on.
sure if he corrected, but you know, you could see and hear, just like you guys said, that right front hop.
There are 6 cars, 1 lap down. The first of those, Michael McDowell, gets the free pass. Jamie?
And Kyle just told his team, and he jumped it. It got a little bit tight, but not bad enough to blow her right. Let's go to Vince Welch for pit stop.
Martin Truex Jr.
I mean, if it was any other track, I'd be like, maybe it's not the end of the day.
Part of the track, but it's not too bad. They're going to put a
But it's a short track.
Chris Neville and Kansas saying his car just a little
I mean, it might not be the end of the world. It might not be the end of the day.
after you get off the corner. We saw a small chassis
I have hope.
on that right rear, hoping to try and
For God's sake, the man broke his leg and came back to win the championship.
He's just a little too free to start. He's been adjusting that track bar inside the race car, wedge adjustment, air pressure, and 4 tires, Matt.
Joey Logano said he was surprised the track maintained the same balance through that entire first run. It was free in. He adjusted with the track bar inside the race car. Air pressure change in the 22 waiting on the left side. Meanwhile, the 19 of Edwards, he was too free on entry. Significant chassis adjustment called for his Toyota. Nice stop by Matt Kenseth. He wins the Advance Auto Parts race off pit road. We have interliners in those right side tires, Mike. That saved that 18th car. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. may get a lap back here by taking the wave around. We'll explain after this.
The Bud Light party's needs to change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. From our national parks, to our furthest shores, Jackpot. Your living room. Look under your seats. Still the same refreshing Bud Light with a new look.
All good things must come to an end. Books, canals, sandwiches. But at Arby's, you can put off the end with 2 euros for $6. Pita bread 2 times, twice as long with tzatziki sauce. But when the second euro ends, don't act sad. You knew this was coming. You knew the euros would end eventually. Arby's,
We have the meats.
You know that feeling you get when you save money on parts
No.
without having to jump through any hoops,
No, I don't know
track
that feeling.
points, or make a bunch of extra trips to the store? Yeah, that's the one. Sign up for Speed Perks from Advance Auto Parts, a rewards program for guys who love getting under the hood. No carbs, no points, no nonsense.
Which proposed a bicameral.
Boring. Come on, people. Let's debate something that actually matters. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that one side to side. Challenger, Charger, 305 horsepower,
300 horsepower. That super efficient 8-speed tranny helps you get up to 30 mpg and 31 mpg highway. Move in.
There's Peyton Manning.
Base over. Get you some of that.
Get 4,000 total cash allowance or 0% APR plus 2,500 bonus cash on select 2015 Charger models in stock till August. New Selsun Blue Full and Thick Shampoo targets the source of dandruff and has hair strengthening proteins and vitamins to leave hair looking thicker and fuller. New Selsun Blue Full and Thick.
Fox NASCAR is sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back to the garage. And by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Welcome back to Bristol. Peyton Manning's made it up to the booth. By the way, you were voted most valuable player in pre-race. Thank you. Thanks to Michael Walter. Quite an honor. Hit him right in the numbers. Fantastic. I know you've been to the Brickyard. How about Bristol?
This has been great. I really have enjoyed it. Got great insight down there from a lot of the drivers, and I'm coming back this fall for a pretty big football game here in Bristol. So big sporting event here for Bristol, but it's great to be here. Like I said, I used to watch Jeff Gordon win the Brickyard every other year.
Once you win some races at Indy,
That's right.
games at Indy.
It's my first time here, and I really had a lot of fun.
All right, well, let's turn around and watch some racing. We're going back to green. Penalties. Too fast entering the pits. Brad Keselowski. Too fast exiting. Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Start with the 3 Gibbs cars up front. Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, and here comes Martin Truex battling Joey Logano. And Hamlin wants the lead. You better hurry up and get it, because if you stay on it very long, you'll get freight train.
Yeah, I think you got to take advantage of that bottom group very early on. If your car's turning good, tires are fresh, that bottom can work really well for you until that top really comes in, and that's what Denny Hamlin's trying to accomplish here.
Right, with these cars going around the track like this, anything about this reminds
They got Peyton Manning up in the booth.
Obviously, the pre-stuff is a lot different. The football, if you're talking to anybody before the game, that means you're not focused. That means you're not serious. Here, there's a lot of action going on before the race, which to me has to be the challenge for the driver to get focused, right? Amidst all of the requests on each driver to get focused, to get ready to go out and perform and compete. To me, that's what's pretty impressive to witness.
The always stop is amazing, the amount of distractions that the drivers have to be in front of in NASCAR versus other sports.
Right, yeah, there's no doubt that's a huge.
And they go out there and do what they're doing right now.
Well, it's an intramural game right now. 3 of the Gibbs Toyotas out front. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to overcome ignition problems at the start of the race. And in this sport, we get to listen in.
I'm not sure if the battery 1 came disconnected, and we're running on 2 now. Yeah, it was good until we went to green. Went for it up. I had power warming up the tires and all that stuff all the way up until we went full throttle. We're not going to change off of 1 and 2. We're going to stay on 1 and 2.
Well, that was one of the challenges that he's already had, but I'll tell you another challenge that he has right now is that he's got much older tires as he makes contact, trying to get by a slower car, Michael Annette.
Brett Boyer cut him some slack right there because he let them do his slack.
I think he might have a little bit of damage, or Annette does, but he knows he's got to go. He knows those leaders on fresher tires are going to be coming in a hurry.
Yeah, that was for position. They're both 1 lap down because Dale Jr. did not pit when everyone else came in for fuel and tires. He stayed out behind the pace car, so on 1 to go, he could take the wave around and get 1 of his 2 laps back. Well, that makes sense. Right ahead of him is the 23 of David Reagan. He's got to get by him, too, before the leaders get to them.
Yeah, and really, they have no choice. There's nobody else, except for maybe Annette on their lap. And so they're not going to get the wave around as long as there's cars that are 1 lap down. And so they've got to take this kind of chance and hope the caution comes out before those leaders get
He just got in the wall really hard in 3 and 4, and I think he got a little damage when he was racing with Annette. And now the car's kind of pushing up the hill, looks like. So David Reagan is the car in the free pass position as we watch this battle for 6. Trouble turn 2, and Ricky Stenhouse goes around.
Oh, God.
The caution is out, and the free pass will go to David Reagan.
Okay, guys, so as you might have seen on that time lapse, Kyle Busch had trouble, but I didn't stop the time lapse till lap 65. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now has trouble. I'm not doubting that Kyle Busch will get back up front. I mean, for God's sakes, the man broke his leg and then won the championship last year. I mean,
he got moved pretty early there in EW. Yeah, he didn't get to the patch. To me, it looked like he came out of the brakes.
And guys, Peyton Manning is up in the booth right now, as you also might have seen in that time lapse.
Chris Butcher got a little damage in that one, trying to avoid Ricky Stenhouse. We talked about picks and blocks and picks and rolls. I think that's pretty minor right there. That's cosmetic damage right there. Okay, what's back in the race? You got to explain that one.
Yeah. Tell us, what was it like throwing to Michael Waltrip?
Not a lot of speed there. I thought to a lot faster guys in my career, I have to admit. But big target, pretty easy to complete. So that's right.
It must have been a perfect pass because I have a shot he caught.
We've seen him dance. He's built for comfort.
I understand.
We've seen him drop the ball a couple times too.
That was fun.
I'm sure you've had offers. Have you ever wanted to climb behind the wheel of one of these?
Well, I have had offers. So many things, I know Jeff can relate, that I've had to say no to as a football player. Sure. Now that I'm not playing, a couple of things that I do kind of want to check off, maybe the bucket list. And so you never know. I brought a good teammate, old friend Brandon Stoughton today. I let him drive the pace car. I let him ride the pace car today, so I passed on that opportunity, but maybe someday down the road I look forward to doing it.
Have you watched enough of this action to know who your #1 draft pick would be?
Well, I got to go with Earnhardt. Obviously, he and I are on the same team now. I don't have a team anymore. I'm on the nationwide team, so I'm going with Dale. Tough start today, but hey, I pull for him. I thought it was a long race, so I pull for him. But I have great respect for all these guys. I've known Jeff for a long time, and
Sterling Marlin.
Sterling's an old Tennessee guy.
Yeah. You didn't have to bring a chicken parm with you, did you?
I don't need it. It's in the car. It's in the car.
What do you think it'll be like when they put 165,000 people in here for college football?
I think it'll be awesome. I mean, this is a great sports town. Obviously, a great venue. This looks like a football stadium to me. I mean, this looks different than other, looks different than the Brickyard. So, and it's a natural fit for Tennessee and Virginia Tech to be playing. It's a great rivalry. It's a great recruiting battle, and I'm looking forward to coming to the game. I got a little more free time in the fall. So,
and also they've given me special access to Kyle Busch's pit stop.
Thanks for joining us.
Be careful being up here in the booth. It's contagious.
You guys, all you have to do is just get the Fox Sports Go app, and then you have to log in with your TV provider, and then pretty much, yeah, that's all you guys do. But yeah, they gave me this special view.
And a correction on the free pass. We're being told that Cole Witt was the first driver 1 lap down.
But Dale Jr. That was a great gamble that they played right there. They took the wave around, so they get one of those laps back.
Oh yeah, having trouble early like that, Jeff, as you well know, you've got a long time to get all those laps back and get back in this thing. It's not over by any means. Now, we've had 3 speeding penalties already, including the Penske team. Matt?
Mike Keselowski was busted in the first zone entering off turn 2. Now, to help lessen the percentages of mistakes due to changes of timing lines and also the painted lines and markers on pit road, Team Penske and other major teams go walk pit road race morning and go measure between timing line to timing line. That way it marries up to what the map they are given by NASCAR, and it's all that small attention to detail that can really decide whether you have a successful day or a frustrating one.
Just too many pit road speeding penalties for this car. There's something not going right.
They're pushing the limits too tight. The variance is just too tight.
For this year for him. Jamie.
I took a look at the Kyle Busch right front tire that came off, and Goodyear was there. They said their initial thought is that it was a melted bead. There's actually a temperature gauge on the tire, on the wheel itself. It was 420 degrees. They said that's really hot. They're taking a look at it now, and they did note these right side tires have interliners, and the interliner did its job, and it stayed inflated for Kyle. And right now, he said his car feels just fine.
I find that so interesting because yesterday in the Xfinity race, he talked about how hard he had to pound the car into the banking, and he thought that Kyle Larson, who he was battling against yesterday, was going to blow right front or he got the beat, and then here it happens to him today.
Now, he's still on the lead lap. Let's have a look at today's Ford Performance Track Back. Bunch of trying to fucking fight, you know.
Ford has won 3 of the last 4 Cup races here at Bristol. Team Penske has won at Bristol in 4 of the last 5 seasons.
You see the blood show.
First Ford in the race is Jimmy Logano in 5th. Trevor Bayne also in the top 10. We're listening on Jimmy Johnson.
Ron said that they told us that you were 0.06 over that first pit stop. So less than a mile per hour, so you're pretty close.
And that's good information. You got to know that. How much was over, where was over, and I got to avoid that.
It just goes to show you the teams, how they're pushing the limits everywhere they possibly can, not just on the track, but down pit road as well. And I'm kind of looking at the top 5 here. AJ Allmendinger out there on the outside. He's probably got a good chance to get by this guy going outside as well. Green flag.
Back to green.
Matt Kenseth from the outside pit road powers into the lead, followed by Martin Truex. Hamlin slips up to 3rd. Not a slip up, he just drove up there. Well, and here comes AJ.
I tell you, these Gibbs boys got these restarts. They got them orchestrated out pretty good here so far.
You have a few laps after green, mainly on new tires, that you can roll around the bottom like you see Carl Edwards trying to do, or you can make some passes, but after that, if you don't get up top, you are going to get freight train.
Don't stay down there too long or you're going to be in the front closet right here. Everybody and his brother is going by you.
And when you're on the outside, you're going to be super aggressive to get to the outside of that car to make sure you get that spot. Every spot is so hard to get here.
Like my spotter always said, inside and it's got friends.
He's going to have to get up right here ahead of the 42. No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Chris Neville?
Well, Mike talking to Kevin Harvick, Richie Rodney Childers reported he was pretty happy that Kevin ran the Xfinity race yesterday because Kevin said there was so much rubber that was laid down the group. The track changed a lot more than they thought, so they made some adjustments going into this race. And right now saying that car has been a little bit difficult to get to the throttle off the corner. A little bit loose on exit.
And Mike, that was my point about that patch off of turn 2 over there. I looked at that last night, and it had rubber built up like little knots of rubber off of turn 2. Made it very treacherous. As Chris made that report, Carl Edwards lost 5 spots before he could finally get up in line in 8th place. Matt?
Mike, on Saturday, Carl Edwards spent the day during the Xfinity race up on top with his spotter, Jason Hidlesky. It's been several years. He wanted to go up top to get a different perspective for today, knowing just the differences between running on the bottom and up top. Right now, his biggest issue when he's on the bottom of the car is he's way too free.
Logano 7th, Edwards 8th. Now, right now, Bernhard is in the free pass position, 35th, first car a lap down, along with Stenhouse, Boyer, Reagan, Annette, and Sorensen.
And he also has a pretty good gap of cars, or number of cars between him and the leader. So he's in a pretty good position right here, I believe, to get his lap back.
Yeah, no, then he's right behind Kyle Busch, and Kyle is slicing the dice and getting by these cars, trying to get back to the front.
But, you know, if I'm the 18 team, I'm a little bit concerned here. I mean, what caused that bead to blow is not going to fix itself unless he didn't have the front fans on, and now he turned them on. That will cool that down a little bit more.
It looked like a camber issue to me. That inside the tire was kind of the sidewall was torn up. It looked like a lot.
But again, they're not going to fix that.
How about Kyle Larson? Started this race 25th. And here he is racing for a spot in the top 5. Oh, he's going to be somebody to deal with. We know that. We saw that race. If you watched that race yesterday, he loves riding up next to that wall. He loves it so much, you get up and kiss it every once in a while. Chris?
Mike talking to Kyle Larson's crew chief, Chad Johnson. He said, boy, yesterday we didn't think we had a very good car until the last 20 minutes of practice. Some of the driver got down in that upper group, the 42 car started to come to life, and we're seeing that in the race right now.
Sure are. Matt Kenseth, your leader. Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin in Toyotas, then Harvick and Allmendinger and Chevy.
You're watching Fox NASCAR.
Okay, so the government crash tested the F-150, the one with the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, bolted to a high-strength steel frame, and guess what? It made the strongest statement any truck can make. It holds a 5-star safety rating on all sides for every cab configuration. Because when they say military grade, they mean battle tested. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
You wanted a faster, simpler way to save on gas? And Quick Fill delivered. The new Quick Rewards Club card. Save 3 cents per gallon instantly right at the pump. Just swipe and save. Save even more when you use your Quick Fill charge card. Become a Quick Rewards Club VIP to receive additional discounts and offers. See store or quickfill.com for details. Get your free Quick Rewards Club card and start saving today.
Hey, Jan. I do a lot of remodeling and construction work, so I need a truck that can tow and haul all sorts of materials.
Well, the Tundra is perfect for towing and can carry a huge payload.
Perfect. My boss is a real taskmaster.
Back to work. This treehouse isn't going to build itself.
I see what you mean.
Right now, get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on the new 2016 Tundra. Or get $750 cash back on Tundra Crew Max. Toyota. Let's go places.
Raise your hand if you haven't been to the dentist in over a year. I'm coming to you.
Aspen Dental wants to make it as easy as possible to get to the dentist. They have something that will make the exam cheaper than that drink in your hand with fam. Plus, you get on a group text to make sure that you all go. What day did you say?
Thursday anytime.
You're in Thursday at any time.
No insurance, get a free new patient exam and x-rays.
My work is done here.
Dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental.
You're watching Fox 68 WSYT.
The Bud Light party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. Jackpot! Still the same refreshing Bud Light with a new look.
100 laps completed. Bristol, the fastest lap of the race. Martin Truex Jr. on lap 81. Switch to Sprint for a limited time. Save 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. Sprint, better for less. Matt Kenseth, your leader, over Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick. And we have this battle between Joey Logano and A.J. Allmendinger. Currently 7th and 8th. Kyle Larson right in the midst of it.
They're all a little bit faster than A.J. Allmendinger, but getting by him is a little bit different thing. But Joey Logano wanted to get by the 42, made a little contact.
Speaking of contact, Casey Kane and Jamie McMurray racing for 13th with Chase Elliott.
And see, that's what I would consider a missed slide job. When you just don't commit enough and get up in front of that car, they can get to the outside of you and it gets you really loose.
I call that casual contact. That's kind of Bristol at its best right there. You're going to rub into people. You're going to hit people. You can't help it at the speed we're going, and the track is so tight. Now keep note of the 98. That's Cole Whitkey is the first car 1 lap down right now. Joey Logano,
that's a classic slide job right there. I think that 98 held up the 42. The 22 got a big run off the turn 2 and made that big slide and got up in front.
Well, we got these guys right here. That Casey Kane's going after McMurray in that 1 car. They have made some contact. You got the rookie in there looking this all over. And remember, Kurt Busch got held up in the Earnhardt Jam on the opening green flag. Got way back, trying to battle now. And regain a lot of lost ground. He's 16.
And I think Casey Kane has a really good race car right now, and the one's holding them up slightly.
Joey Logano's headed for pit road. Matt.
4 laps ago, Joey Logano reported a possible issue with the right pony, picking up a vibration. A lap ago, he says it has gotten worse. It feels like something is coming apart. He's now on pit road. The guys are on the wall.
He won 6. He's going to lose 2 to 3 laps for this stop. Let me tell you, this is no place to play around with lug nuts, in my opinion. You better put 5 on. The load you carry here, the speeds, the banking, don't put 4 lug nuts on that right side tire. Danica Patrick now the first car 1 lap down. Kevin Harvick hunting the leaders. He's gotten up to 3rd, breaking that Toyota stranglehold on the front 5. Yeah, our leader just got held up pretty good there by Brett Boyer in 15, and that allowed 78 Mark Triggs to close right up on the back of our leader. Uncontrolled tire violation for Joey Logano. He will have to come down pit road at 30 miles an hour, a pass-through penalty. Here's a look at it.
Tell you, it's just something about Bristol that brings out the intensity and just makes it so much harder to manage all the things that you're going through.
The man behind the pit wall right there should have caught that tire. Instead, it bounced off the wall. That's okay. When it bounces out of the pit stall and out of control, that's the violation. The 2 and the 22 have entirely too many pit road violations. I mean, every week, one and sometimes both of them have something happen on pit road. I'm not throwing anybody on the bus. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
If there's any place you can't have that happen, that you have to be a little more conservative and do everything perfectly, it's under green at Bristol, because now they're 2 laps down.
Second place.
Now, Harvick's been really putting some good laps together and working traffic really, really well.
Truex looking low on Brian Scott. Regan Smith ahead. Spin.
Oh, really? Again?
Caution waves for the 3rd time today.
Freaking amazing. They'll play it on here in a minute because it's on delay. Freaking awesome, guys.
Someone just might be that Chris Buescher in the 34 coming. Well, there's a lot of cars check out. Yeah, you got to check up right here.
We're having an awesome day.
34, Chris Buescher just came in there with a bunch of speed. It's a domino effect when that first car checks out. We see this happen quite often here, Chris.
Just into that pit wall, barely.
Not really sure what caused. I don't know if the 5 came up on the 21 and had to check up earlier before they came off of turn 4. What caused that whole line to slow down? But obviously, when it got back to the 34, he just couldn't slow down. Maybe the 21 kind of slid up in front of those guys.
Pit stops.
Martin Truex Jr. coming to pit road. Truex pitting from the 2nd position. They fought loose throughout the course of the weekend, and he says it's loose again, especially into turn 1. Chassis adjustment on both sides. Chris?
And Matt Kenseth saying that the car was a little bit tight in the center of that first one. Much better this run. He did say that the car a little bit too free to get going. He said once the air pressure came up, the car felt good. Jamie?
And he said his car got too tight on throttle that time, so they want to be conservative. Another wet adjustment, air pressure, and 4 tires for the 11, Matt.
Allmendinger in the 47, a great run so far. The car is just tight when it lands on entry to the corner. It just gets tighter on exit. Looking for an air pressure change on that. Meanwhile, you can see a chassis adjustment already completed on the 19 of Carl Edwards. He needed more help, especially through the center of the corner. Matt Kenseth again from stock pit road. Paul Menard with a 2-tire change, gambles and picks up 9 positions. 118 laps complete, 3rd caution of the day, Bristol.
Type 2 diabetes doesn't care who you are.
Woman.
Or where you're from.
City. Country.
We're just everyday people fighting high blood sugar.
Farxiga may help in that fight every day. Along with diet and exercise, Farxiga helps lower blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes. 1 pill a day helps lower your A1C. And although it's not a weight loss or blood pressure drug, Farxiga may help you lose weight and may even lower systolic blood pressure when used with metformin. Do not take if allergic to Farxiga or its ingredients. Symptoms of a serious allergic reaction include rash, swelling, or difficulty breathing or swallowing. If you have any of these symptoms, stop taking Farxiga and seek medical help right away. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems, are on dialysis, or have bladder cancer. Tell your doctor right away. Your blood or red color in your urine, or pain while you urinate. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast infections, serious urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, and kidney problems. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have signs of kidney disease, which can be serious or life-threatening.
Farxiga. We are everyday people.
Ask your doctor sure if Farsiga is right for you. And visit farsiga.com to learn how you can get it for free.
The Bud Light party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. Jackpot! Still the same refreshing Bud Light with a new look.
Fox NASCAR is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new road. A number of cars, 7 of them took the wave around on this caution. That will put Dale Earnhardt Jr. back on the lead lap, although with worn tires. Larry points out Paul Menard, who will start second, made a 2-tire change, same as his teammate Ryan Newman did on an earlier caution, and maintained, did not give up a lot of ground despite only 2 fresh tires.
Well, the only thing I'd be concerned with, though, is you're starting on the inside lane, and that outside lane is preferred. If you start in the outside lane, you can get away with this. So he's going to have to get up really fast, and they already didn't get a good start.
Yeah, the guy that really hated that is Kevin Harvick right behind him. He couldn't go because Menard couldn't go.
Now, see, Menard needs to get up right there. If he can get up, the better the 6, and he does.
And he does. And how about Trevor Bayne in 6th place, highest running Ford in this race? The Knoxville, Tennessee native having a great day in the early going here. Mike, I was so impressed with the run they had last week in Texas. I know they didn't get a great finish, but man, they stayed out. He led 12 laps. 12 laps, the most laps he led in a race. That's right. When he won the Daytona 500, he led one. That's right.
And you only have to lead one. That's the way it works.
I just like what they did last week. I thought it was really cool.
That made it fun to talk about.
Martin Truex Jr. is back in 10th place, result of a kind of slow pit stop because they hit the rear tire twice to make sure all the lugs were tight on the right rear.
Look how the gas man was having a hard time adjusting the left rear adjustment. Then they were having some difficulty on the right rear adjustment. He had to hit the lugs again on the right rear. I mean, that was a very unorthodox. It did not go as planned.
15.5-second stop. Oh, Trevor Bayne he got a boot from Kurt Busch. But I applaud the tire changer. Instead of gambling and saying, oh, it might be all right, he went back and made sure they were all tight. And this reminds me of driving down the interstate, and I said, okay, I'm getting this lane. No, wait a minute, I'm getting that lane. No, wait a minute, I can't get in that lane. This is crazy. George Carlin said it best. Everybody on the freeway driving slower than you is a moron, and everybody who passes you is an idiot.
And he would love Bristol.
Yeah, he would love Bristol. Keep him busy here. Denny Hamlin underneath Trevor Bayne for position.
I think Bayne was feeling some pressure from Kevin Harvick. We talk about putting pressure. Kevin, nobody does it better than Kevin. And he got loose and lost that spot.
7th at stake here. I tell you, no question that 41, he is all over back to Ryan Blaney. Enough pressure is getting to Blaney because he's gotten sideways off turn 2 a couple of times here.
If aggressiveness is the way to pass, then that's why Kurt Busch takes a lot of passes.
You don't think it has anything to do with that yellow bumper, do you? I mean, these guys have a situation. Robert Hill might still be mad for getting stacked up on the first lap when Dale Earnhardt's car would not go. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. You try to let it go. Hamlin and Bayne keep fighting for 7th place.
We've talked about how Denny Hamlin does have a car that can roll through the bottom or the middle, as we saw right there. But you only have, look at, he gets up and gets into the side of him, but you only have a small window of opportunity before you're going to have to get up in front of that car.
But guys, think about this. Up until a couple of weeks ago, when's the last time we had a chance to talk about Trevor Bayne running in the top 10, leading the laps, sitting here with a pretty darn good race car today?
That's a great job by him. Especially as much as he loved this place.
Tennessee boy lives right down the road. Let's go back to the caution. 3rd one of the day. Now watch the 5 check up.
Yeah, he got wide, and I think he got some loose rubber on his tires. And now he's concerned of what's going to happen going into 1. He checks up a little early, and it just was a domino effect back to the 18 and the 34 where they made contact, and the 2, and maybe even a little bit to the 48.
The Brad Keselowski got a good bit of front-end damage from that one as they accordion together. I tell you what, Blaney's going to come in and get his yellow tape replaced on the rear bumper because it's all stuck to the front of that 41 car right now. Man, he is all over him. This is what
what you want to do, though. 41 car of Kurt Busch knows that that's a rookie. If he looks in his mirror enough, I'm going to get mine.
Well, and if I'm Kurt Busch, I'm looking at the gap between the 21 car of Ryan Blaney and J.B. McMurray. If there's a gap, then I'm going to push you harder and harder. If there's no gap, that means you're not holding me up. If there's a gap, that means you're holding me up.
Here goes Bain. He's going to go after the 27. Remember, Menard took only 2 tires. Bain trying to take advantage. The 11 up high covers the spot.
And he's got to just be a little bit more aggressive, I think, there.
I'm not sure getting down there underneath the 27 going to play off. No. That could be, he could lose a lot of spots here. Somebody had to do it. Yeah, but don't let it be me.
That's the thing. You've got to, it takes lap after lap to set this up, as we see. Hamlin get loose there. He was really trying to get aggressive back to the throttle, not only to complete the pass on the 6, but to try to get a run on the 27.
And what's frustrating about this, look, he had it all the way up to the side of the 11, but couldn't get in. He got in a hole. They found him gave him a break. 140 laps complete. 4-time Bristol winner Matt Kenseth out front.
Hoods up, America. Today is the day. Time for everyone to pop your hoods. Get some grease on your knuckles. This little boy could have another 100,000 miles in him. And a little free time and new spark plugs will have this rocket ready for launch. Now, so get out there and grease that. Tighten this. Change those. With our help, you can always fix your car with confidence. Hoods up, America.
With the new money monopoly game at McDonald's, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning from over 100 million food and cash prizes. It's hard to find better odds. The odds of winning from items like this Big Mac. The odds of scoring a hole-in-one. The odds of winning from items like these Chicken McNuggets. The odds of your taxes being audited. The odds of your auditor winning from delicious items like these. There's a 1 in 4 chance of winning from all these items, so hurry into McDonald's and play today. Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do. Apparently the engineers who designed the Ford F-150 have been burning the candle at all ends. Because check out their latest brainstorm, Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Just turn this little knob on the dash, and it helps steer your trailer exactly where you want it to go. It's just one more bit of brilliance you can't get on any other truck. Freakish. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Welcome to the toughest challenge in life.
4 teams will compete in a brutal military-inspired competition led by true American heroes.
All we ask for, all you got.
American Red begins the premiere. Watch anytime on Fox Now.
Was that any rear? It starts out like it rolled over on the right front, dragging the fucking splitter off of it. And I'm not sure if I did something, the lower control arm or something where it's got more travel available and it's on the splitter or what.
Your name has been in a lot of places.
It's not bad.
But there's only one place
So we're definitely getting closer.
you really want to see.
Caution is out for the 4th time, coming off turn number 2. A lot of smoke from the rear end of Kyle Larson's car. He got against the wall in the back straightaway. Under caution again. That might get, looks like it's a gear. Jeff and I thought might be a hub, might be an, I don't know, but it's something in the rear end for sure.
Guys, we're looking at our Eagle side of it, and it looks like to me maybe the track bar broke on that 42 car. The rear end is way over to one side.
Yeah, so maybe that's tire smoke that we're seeing, and he knows there's something major wrong in the back.
This place will do that. You put a lot of pressure on that.
Look right there, guys. Look how far the rear end and how far the body is over to the right.
Yeah, you can really see it moving back and forth. You nailed it, Larry. Thank you. Great job.
Yeah, and you can see the left rear sticking out. Not many cars will take pit stops. Paul Menard, who got 2 tires last time around, is in. The drivers took the wave around on the last caution, made out really well on this one, including Dale Jr.
When a moment turns romantic, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis and the $200 savings card.
Thanks for coming today.
How you doing?
Today's going to be pretty easy. I want each of you to grab a two-way ear tag. You'll have 2 saws to choose from, a power saw or a hand saw. So which saw to use? Power saw. You all chose the most powerful tool. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck? This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado. It offers the most powerful engine in the class.
Awesome. I'd say it's the best fit for a job. Right on. It's time for the Can-Am Spring Fever sales event. Get a cash rebate of up to $2,000 on select models, or get the Outlander L starting at $59.49. Don't miss out. Visit your local dealer before April 30th. Can-Am, the ride says it all. Here's how it feels to get a new iPhone every year with iPhone Forever from Sprint. Here's how it feels to get 50% off most national carrier rates, too.
30 in section 6, 32.4 in section 7, 32.9 in section 8.
So imagine how you'll feel when you get all this, and 50% off iPhone 6s on the fastest network. Plus, try us out for 30 days. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund your money.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver. But there's more to me than that. In my office, they call me Boss Man. I scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm water cooler Dale. I got this new chair. For a couple of weeks, it keeps blowing. Dang it. I mean, I reset it to where I want it, go back to my office, and I sit down. It's lower. No, someone's lowering it. For protecting my small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
It's time for the Can-Am Spring Fever sales event. Get a cash rebate of up to $2,000 on select models, or get the Outlander L starting at $59.49. Don't miss out. Visit your local dealer before April 30th. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
Fox NASCAR is sponsored by Sprint, proud sponsor of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. By Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. And by Cialis.
Chevy Silverado built with high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Silverado, an official vehicle of NASCAR. We're under caution for Kyle Larson. We'll hear from him in a moment. Trevor Bayne was following the 27 of Paul Menard. Is he going to pit or isn't he? There is Bayne. There's Menard just ahead of him. Menard comes to the pit lane. Bayne feints, stays out, but he goes over that orange box, which at Bristol takes the place of the orange cone commitment line violation.
You cannot put your left side tires anywhere over that orange box, where it's a pit road violation, commitment line violation, just like we saw there. So unfortunate for them, but they do have a good race car. You just got to be really smart now the rest of the race.
That's the whole thing. Now you're back in traffic, and you don't want to make it worse. Teammates Kenseth and Edwards on point for the restart. Two Chevys, Harvick and Allmendinger in row 2. Toyotas, Hamlin and Truex in row 3. Then the rookies, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney in row 4. McMurray and Newman, the top 10. Brian Scott got the free pass. 28 cars on the lead lap. We're back under green.
And Allmendinger doing a great job hanging in there and getting that outside lane on the restart the last couple of times. And that was being real aggressive to take advantage of it.
Just remember, Allmendinger went second over Martinsville 2 or 3 weeks ago here. And that team has really come alive. They've been doing a great job. Ernie Crowe came over there, pretty cheap. Everybody's working hard right now. He got him up front. Jimmy Johnson moved off to Dillon, stuck him a little pretty wide, and they sorted out. I do not want to be caught in the middle here. No. Matter of fact, I don't even know how they got a middle here. We didn't use that in the last time. Here's Jamie.
Kyle Larson was just going to talk to us, but he was just called back to his car. done for the day. They think they got it fixed. He was running top 3. He hopes to get back out.
Wow, it's the bracket itself, which is welded to the frame and everything. Maybe, Larry, can you explain what's going on with that deal? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use our Ford cutaway car. And remember, the track bar is in the rear of the car. And it's actually what holds the rear end to the left and the right. It's a tuning key as well. We hear it talk about adjusting it, but it's in the rear of the car. It hooks to the frame over here, and over here, it hits to the trailer arm. Right here is where that track bar mount broke. They had to replace that trailer arm or possibly that bracket, so that if it had broke over here on the frame, that would have been major. But I will say this, the Ganassi Chevrolet drivers have a history, not a driver problem, of breaking track bar mounts. They both did it at Dover a couple years ago. And with the loads that you pull here, these things are loaded up so hard in the turn, it just puts that much more pressure on that track bar.
And all these teams are trying to build short track cars to make them as light as possible for these shorter distances and tracks, because that's where the speed's going to come. It's not about aerodynamics here, it's about weight. And so even though the overall weight has to be the same for everybody, you can still get more lead and bias down in the rails, and so you can make your car faster by lightening some of these components up, but that's where it bites you.
Yeah, we just never went down that road. We've made it stronger, not lighter. Martin Truex makes his way up to 4th past Harvick. How about Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch? Remember, Kurt got caught up in Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s mishap on the start. Kyle Busch has overcome a tire problem and multiple pit stops to run in 11th. Jamie.
8-11? Holy crap, I told you guys, I told you, but you didn't believe me.
When he had the last issue, we heard them blame the 3-4, but Kyle came on the radio and said, guys, I am at 10 tight. So he was blaming his car and handling at the moment.
And Jamie, I wouldn't be a little bit surprised if it maybe didn't knock the toe out when he hit the wall with that tire going down. Maybe change that toe a little bit, and they had to adjust the car to the toe. Remember, few of the leaders...
I told you guys, I told you. 11th place, but you guys did not believe me. You guys didn't believe me.
And Kyle Busch took 4 tires that last caution as well. Those 11 drivers that stayed out, they had 26 laps on their tires. God, it's been running really well, moving up through the field, up there right on the back of the 78 car Martin Truex Jr. Kevin Harvick, got a fast car, boys.
This stuff's looking really good. Look how it cuts the middle, and you can really get back in the gas.
It gets that little bit of a run downhill. Watch him from here, and he'll run that thing down the hill a little bit, get a little extra momentum down that straight.
You can see the back of the 78 car just step out ever so slightly on the exit, just causing him to not be able to get wide open. That's where Harvick really gains on him.
Just ahead of them, A.J. Allmendinger having another great run in 3rd, Matt. 5-47 team definitely heading in the right direction. A second at Martinsville trying to improve on that here today. The car is just too tight, especially on landing. He said it's too hard. Right now, Randall Burnett is truthfully just telling us, really, the only car better than you lap time-wise might be Harvick.
Harvick's just been putting a tremendous amount of pressure on that 78 car, forcing him to make a mistake or maybe letting him go, just like he did there. He finally put so much pressure on him that Truex said, okay, you're faster than me, go ahead.
Here's what Kyle Busch not only passed his brother, but Casey Kane Ryan Newman, and just passes Ryan Blaney. He is on a march to the front. Always felt like if no one's in front of me and somebody is beating my rear bumper off, let that guy go.
Yeah, that's just smart racing. You know, you got to get 500 laps here in Bristol. You're not going to do it if you're just aggressive every single lap.
Exactly. I'll see you a little later. Yeah, we're only 1/3 distance. Plenty of time for payback.
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, uniting all Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants, and to the Colonel, for which he Sanders, which means hand-bred and freshly preparing chicken the hard way. So I came back. Make sure my chicken is still finger-licking good. Retrain every single one of my cooks. Because making a real finger-licking family meal is hard work. There was a time everyone loved my chicken. And it's time for those past times to be present times again. Hello. I propose you give our chicken another chance. Taste our commitment to kernel quality and see that all is well. One freshness, under American farms, daily hand prepared. So help us Sanders! Chicken. Kernel quality guaranteed.
Okay, so the government crash tested the F-150, the one with the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, bolted to a high-strength steel frame, and guess what? It made the strongest statement any truck can make. It pulled a 5-star safety rating on all sides for every cab configuration. Because when they say military-grade, they mean battle-tested. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Great race for great rides.
Nika.
I'm pregnant. So? It's Hakeem's. Are you that thirsty?
All New Empire, Wednesday night Central on Fox.
Fox NASCAR, sponsored by Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. 184 laps complete. Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards have been fighting for the lead in race traffic. Edwards trying to use the 44 of Ryan Scott as a pick and battle his teammate for the lead.
Yeah, all these cars that are trying to stay on the lead lap or stay on one lap down, they've got to battle. You know, they've got to push hard up in that outside group and force them. Oh, as we see Matt Kenseth in the wall, I think he flew.
Yes!
Sure did look like that.
Woo!
Sure did look like caution for the pit. And this guy.
Yeah! Awesome! Woo! That is awesome.
I mean, it hit hard, but it didn't hurt as bad. And I don't think they got that big a deal with it.
Matt Kenseth just got into the wall, which makes me extremely happy.
Elliott had a vibration, perhaps a loose wheel. He made a pit stop and went a lap down. Chase Elliott went 2 laps down. What's the 20?
Sixth.
It looked pretty early at the end.
But see how close it is. I always think Richard Petty always said that. I run close to the wall because if something happens, I don't hit it that hard. These are error. He and 18 are perfect examples of what he was talking about.
You can almost see that right front drop down right before it hits the wall, and that's usually a pretty good indication that the right front
That interliner is saving these guys.
Oh, the interliner is definitely helping it from being more damaged.
Kyle Larson has come back in the race after that sway bar repair, 37 laps down. All 40 cars are running. Pit road is open.
Martin Truex Jr. coming to pit road. He says he's fighting the same thing throughout the course of the day. Just needs a little bit more center turn and the rubber up in 1 and 2. Really giving his car a loose infield.
Look at all these chickens.
Pit stop last time around, lost 5 spots. They're going to try to help him here with air pressure. Chris, Kevin Harvick very happy with his race car. He said, if anything, I'd just like to turn a little bit better in the center, but his problem early in this race was getting off the corner. Much better now. Jamie?
Luke's taking note of another teammate with his tire issue. He said, guys, what's going on? And they're worried they're going to run out of tires today. If they wanted to come and get some 4-tire stop for Kyle Busch. Matt?
Tight news heard for A.J. Allmendinger in the 47. An air pressure adjustment expected. Meanwhile, veterans Clay Robinson and Kip Wolfmeyer going to work at changers. Carl Edwards' team, his car was tighter that run. He also had a vibration. He stayed out the last time. It didn't get any worse, and he's away. Paul Menard is the first off pit road. Carl Edwards, Martin Truex. The Advanced Auto Parts race off. Again, 2 tires for Menard. Lug nuts. Count them up, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4,
some 5 on the right. More after this.
These little guys, they represent blood cells. And if you have AFib, an irregular heartbeat that may put you at 5 times greater risk of stroke, they can pool together in the heart, forming a clot that can break free and travel upstream to the brain, where it can block blood flow and cause a stroke. But if you have AFib that's not caused by a heart valve problem, Pradaxa can help stop clots from forming. Pradaxa was even proven superior to warfarin at reducing the risk of stroke in a clinical trial without the need for regular blood tests. And in the rare event of an emergency, Pradaxa is the only oral blood thinner other than warfarin with a specific reversal treatment to help your body clot normally again.
Pradaxa is not for people who have had a heart valve replacement. Don't stop taking Pradaxa without talking to your doctor. Stopping increases your risk of stroke or blood clots. Ask your doctor if you need to stop Pradaxa before any planned medical or dental procedure. Pradaxa can cause serious and sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Pradaxa if you have abnormal bleeding, and seek immediate medical care for unexpected signs of bleeding like unusual bruising. Pradaxa may increase your bleeding risk if you're 75 or older, have kidney problems, stomach ulcers, a bleeding condition, or take certain medicines. Side effects with Pradaxa can include indigestion, stomach pain, upset, or burning.
Don't just go with the flow. Go with Pradaxa, the only blood thinner that lowers your risk of stroke better than warfarin and has a specific reversal treatment. Talk to your doctor about Pradaxa today.
I guarantee I won't give you a random bag of food that came out of a microwave. I guarantee to give you an actual meal with all the fixings. After you guarantee to give me $5 a course. I'm running a business here. Journal quality guaranteed.
Mark NASCAR is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. 192 laps, Joe Gibbs Racing has been unstoppable until they came to Bristol. Look at the front end of Denny Hamlin's car, one of 3 Gibbs cars to have problems in the last 3 laps. That was damaged earlier in practice. He ran into the 44 on pit road. They've had to pull the front end nose piece away and leave the bead-blowing hose just hanging up in the air. And Kyle Busch, too fast exiting pit road.
You're kidding me.
Starts tail into the longest line. There's that contact.
That's stupid.
To green with Carl Edwards, the pole sitter, the only Gibbs car that has not had issues as he battles Paul Menard.
Kyle Busch, speeding penalty.
Carl Edwards is going to work really hard on that bottom. He's got newer tires, he rolls good around the bottom. He knows that 27 has 2 tires. He's going to work this extremely hard to get that track position.
He better get going with the guy that's got a really fast car, that blue car, number 4, and he's going to be all over.
Oh, he might have him, but he can get up. He needs to get up.
Well, don't wait, man.
There he goes. He got it. Good job.
Harvick holds the top. Here comes Truex. On the bottom, Harvick looking to get underneath the 27. No room to do it. Truex is there.
And don't look now, but look who's coming into the
Jimmy
picture.
Johnson has showed up all of a sudden. Johnson has overcome a speeding penalty as well. Oh, and there's that little rookie in there, too. And just he's got with him his buddy, 41 car. Pushing to the front. Boy, Truex really wiggled getting into turn 1. And Harvick holds the spot.
Now, Truex saw the 19 of Carl Edwards work that bottom so well and make that pass. And he was pushing hard to do the same, and he got loose.
You know what I like about Blaney? I mean, even though Kurt Busch has been wearing him out, he has not panicked.
Just beating up that 27. The 27 just needs laps. As those new tires fade or kind of level out, then those 2 tires will be fine up top. He'll be fine, but they're going to all try to take advantage of that while they can.
I was going to say, what he needs is that side tire. I
really like the way Kevin Harvick passed it. To me, that's how you get it done. You go in there side by side and you roll through the middle and just shoot up in front of them about 3/4 of the way through the corner and just cut off their path.
How about Allmendinger? He keeps working the bottom, trying to work his way forward, but that elevator doesn't always go up.
Well, he's been very lucky to start on the outside on all these restarts until then, and now it's not, you know, paying off for him. But here's Jimmy Johnson going to go after the 27 as well.
I'll tell you what, I like what I'm seeing, like the 18 and the 20, even though they both had trouble, they are still running like nothing's wrong with their car. It hasn't damaged their car where they can't continue on it and be competitive.
The 48's got to be real careful here. He didn't make that pass. And if you don't make that pass, you cannot stay on that bottom group for very long, or you're going to get shuffled. He's going to get back in line here.
His Kendall, man, that's a teammate. He'll drop into 7th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back on the lead, lapping up to 11. Here's our nationwide Dale Jr. performance update. Vince.
Well, the good news is for Junior, the car has been pretty solid throughout the course of the day. Of course, they had that problem at the drop of the green flag, still a couple of laps down, but they have fought back. They are on the lead lap, and crew chief Greg Ives says top 15 is next, then top 10, then top 5, then we're going to go for the win.
Not bad for a car that spent the first 52 laps of this race 2 laps down, and the next 64 laps 1 lap down. Watch this 21 car, Mike. I mean, this kid is doing I know we got a long way to go, but Ryan Blaney is driving the wheels off that 21 car.
Classic slide job right here. He's got to dive down to the bottom and just slide up in front of him.
Up in the 4th place and moving on.
Great job, rookie.
Yeah, baby.
That looked like a touch move.
Where did his buddy go? He left him in the dust.
Well, he had a problem.
Tire trouble.
Yeah, had to come in and fix a loose wheel. Here's the 41 now. Kurt Busch going after the 27. Those 2 tires just don't seem to be working.
Whoa, Jimmy.
And he cost Jimmy a few positions, so you know Jimmy's going to use him up right here if he can.
2 cars, I'm wondering if my motor's still in. Vince?
This might be a good sign for those rooting for Jimmy Johnson. The last 2 pit stops, Chad Canals has made 0 changes to that car. Gives you an indication of how good the 48's working, and he's moving forward. Remember, had a speeding penalty and lost a lot of ground earlier.
Yeah, you know, he has loved his car. And I remember the first laps in practice, he came on the radio. He wasn't fastest, but he told Chad Canals, I like the way my car feels. Feel is so important here. Carl Edwards, your pole sitter, is the leader, but now he's about to get into race traffic again. That may allow that blue number 4, Kevin Harvick, to close right in. 0.8 of a second is the distance right now. All the lap cars so far staying up high and out of Edwards' way. Let's update Matt Kenseth, who led 142 laps of this race. Chris?
Mike, I took a look at the right front that came off that car. The wheel temp only about 300 degrees, so not that hot. But it was interesting because there was tread separation right at the shoulder of the tire. And Matt Kenseth saying he just turned into the corner of the tire, just gave way right into the wall. As crew chief Jason Braxton said, the team really looked at the suspension at that right front corner. Said everything looks good with that car. So Matt Kenseth running hard now.
He's coming back, but boy, a lap ago, Keselowski just side-slammed the 6 of Trevor Bayne. You know, Bill Goldberg, the wrestler, was here doing driver inductions. Warner was also giving advice. Yeah, that was a body slam. I mean, they didn't make another body slam. Trevor Bayne is not going to give up, and it cost Greg Keselowski a spot to the 20 car.
And maybe the 18.
And here comes the 18 as well. Once you get down on the inside, if you can't get back up, you are in trouble.
That 2 cars, we're 200 laps into this race, 214 laps. This looks like it's been through 1,000. It's already got battle wounds all over it.
That's why they call this Bristol, maybe.
Several stops to fix and seal up the damage, especially around the seams of the hood now. Keselowski, he's running the teammate, Joey Logano's setup. Keselowski, always a bottom dweller, not able to run up top, and he's trying to change his style to try to be better, especially here at Bristol.
8th place battle, Paul Menard, Eric Almirola, Dale Jr., and Ryan Newman. What a foursome there. Yeah, what about that 88 car, though? Back in the top 10 after being 2 laps down.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, and obviously he does have a pretty good race car to be able to battle back from 2 laps down. But we just saw the 43 of Eric Almirola get a run on the 27 of Menard, and that's what I call
Reagan blowing up in turn 4.
Uh-oh.
Or is that a rear end issue? Kind of hard to tell. A lot of smoke. Things suddenly get quiet as the 6th car.
David Reagan's smoking.
That might be a little more serious. Happened on the back straightaway. was up high. Yeah, he went into, just started smoking going into 3.
We'll learn from it. We're going to have days like this.
Smoke out the exhaust pipes. Not good. And under the hood. Carl Edwards out in front at Bristol. Let's take a break.
Thanks for coming today.
How you doing?
Today's going to be pretty easy. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from. A power saw or a hand saw. So which saw did you use? Power saw. You all chose the most powerful tool. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck? This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado. It offers the most powerful engine in its class.
I'd say it's the best fit for the job. I have always been fascinated by cars. I'm setting off on a track, and I'm going to take you with me. The Story of God with Morgan Freeman continues tonight on the National Geographic Channel.
The reigning champs are on FS1 Thursday night. They're locked, loaded, and hungry for another shot at the title. Eric Hosmer and the Royals host Miguel Cabrera and the hard-hitting Tigers. Tigers, Royals, Thursday at 6:30 Eastern on FS1.
One of the things I was most impressed with is the air-conditioned seats, the ventilated seats. They're one of those things that once you have, you just don't want to live without, especially on a warm summer day. It does have the heated leather, so that's nice as well in the winter. And once I drove it, I was just kind of hooked.
Right now, lease a new 2016 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn Edition. Truck month lease just $299 a month, or save $8,000 off the MSRP at Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Drivers Village.
Get set to save now at your local Kubota dealer. Instead of shoveling snow this season, get a VX tractor with your choice of PTO-powered front-mounted blowers, snow blades, and rotary brooms. Get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 5 years on a new VX70 tractor, and up to $750 in savings when you buy a front loader and second qualifying implement. See your local Kubota dealer today. Celebrating 70 years in business.
Safety should always be the first, second, and third priority.
When it comes to safety, Toyota has you covered. Highlander's available blind spot monitor helps you know when it's safe to change lanes. Sienna's available pre-collision system warns you of a possible frontal collision. And RAV4 offers available Siri Eyes Free to help you keep your eyes on the road instead of your phone. Right now, lease RAV4 for just $189 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months on the new 2016 RAV4 or Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching Fox 68 WSYT.
One year ago here at Bristol, our friend and colleague Steve Burns lay in the hospital with cancer. And everyone at Bristol stood up to cancer for Steve Burns. A fan tweeted him that night and said, "Did you watch the whole race?" And he said his last tweet, which said, "I went the distance." Steve Burns passed 2 days later. He is missed and remembered by all of us, and especially by Matt Kenseth, who got a replica of the Gladiator's sword that he won here at Bristol 1 year ago for winning that race. Presented it recently to Steve's son Bryson. Karen Burns, Steve's wife, and Bryson are here today. We're glad to have them with us as we remember our friend Steve.
Thank you to Matt for recognizing him with that great honor.
Tell you what, I always think about Burns and what he said. You got to be Burns strong. And he was right to the end strong too. Carl Edwards is our race leader at 222 laps. Speeding penalties on that round of stops to Austin Dillon and Greg Biffle. So they will restart tail end of the longest line. That's purgatory here in Bristol. Boy, we've had a lot of speeding penalties here today, counting commitment line and tire violations. 8 penalties so far today. Lap leaders here in Bristol today. Well, Joe Gibbs Racing has won all in 3.
Comes out and then just fucking catches both of them.
Today. The Sprint LTE Plus network delivers faster download speeds for other national carriers. Sprint, better hour.
There's one that gets the chairs out here. Just keep that.
Big pass on that caution. Clint Boyer.
We're just going to sit there with
David Reagan looks like engine trouble. For the number 23.
I know. I
really don't
rate it. He will join Green Sorensen out of the race.
Alright,
Let's halfway.
Here, you stay around here. I'll see if I can grab some chairs. And just if he tries to do anything, he tries to talk to you, he tries to move, just like grab that stone again. We're going to throw in the play ball.
Kyle
And
Busch
dude, and
rebounding from a blown tire
keep it
and
clutch
a
there,
speeding
bro.
penalty.
Thank you. That's what I did when I saw you tackle. I was like, fuck, dude. That meant a lot.
Listen in on Kyle Busch and his team.
Actually, I'm doing all the work, dude. I'm not out any injury.
You can bump up a couple lines on that other. We're going to have to refinance that out. I'll talk to you about it later. We cannot get any on that.
Engineers set those lights based on gears and everything else, so it's pretty complicated. His day looks like
It's not saying.
up, down. Deal with the dragon stuff.
We've already heard this season a lot of
Did you check his head over?
talking about the digital dash.
Are you sure you're alright?
Those lights.
I hit you pretty fucking hard. I mean, that glass shattered.
And trying to maximize the amount of, the least amount of time on pit road by getting the car right there to the edge of that pit road speed. And it sounds to me like they feel like they're off, or at least Kyle feels like those lights are off on the dash.
Are getting ready for the restart. The first driver to pit on this sequence was A.J. Allmendinger, who was 12.
Respond, we're actually kind of concerned here.
17 drivers stayed out. So Allmendinger led them off pit road. He'll restart 18th.
That shit's fucking dark.
It's Carl Edwards, a three-time.
Well, when I got my brain injury, I didn't go unconscious. I didn't get any fucking blood. I guess everything's different, every head trauma. I got bitten on my butt.
Boy, Ryan Blaney's going to make a race of it, isn't he? I'm telling you, he's got something today. That 21 car is hooked up, and he is running the best race I think I've seen him run so far this year.
Working that outside perfectly.
The Wood brothers have one victory here. Elliott Sadler in 2001. Ironically, that iconic 21 beat the 43 to the finish line that day. Vince.
Ryan Blaney with that 21 said he's been moving the track bar, trying to get a little bit more grip, but he said it's just making him too free. He said, I'm losing ground, rolling the center, although he looked pretty good on that restart, but keep an eye on it. See if maybe he starts getting feet through the center.
Dave Blaney, or rather Ryan Blaney, Dave Blaney's son, a winner here in the Camping World Trucks and the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Dog Fred, I mean, I was gushing, but I think it's a little different.
You're giving him the front nickel when he's 2 laps down early in this race, and here he is working all over the back of all the yards.
After a lot of people working that rear bumper here today, he's still doing a good job hanging in there.
We're just gonna...
Alright, buddy, I'll try to read that outside.
I'm gonna have to grab that phone.
I don't know, that's another way to get it done. He went in there right next to him.
I mean, if you want to play this game, we'll just bleed it out.
Wide and took over and muscled his way in there.
The car might be lacking for a little bit of grip right in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting here in the 21 or how Ryan Blaney was describing what was going on. When you go into the corner here, you get loose. So you want to get that track bar down, but if you do that, it hurts the middle of the corner. The car doesn't roll and cut as good through the center.
Both the Penske cars again working the bottom and making passes. Matt.
Mike, last year, both races here at Bristol were at night. Expectations were in the full sun today. This track would take extreme rubber. Joey Miter, Brad Keselowski, spotter, working on passing strategy for the Deuce.
The rubber width is a full car width, so if you're up against the wall or a tire width on a tire car, the template will be in that rubber, referencing turning off the hill and going under somebody.
That's easy for you to say. Nobody has a better view here when you're inside the car on the racetrack. And you can certainly, from high up above, like you can with these camera angles, see where that rubber meets the grayer, slicker area that's not rubbered up and up next to the wall. But as a driver, you've got to feel it with the right side tires and the left side tires and truly know where it's at.
And Jeff, this is probably one of the few tracks where I say, leave me alone. I don't need anything. I just need vital information. Otherwise, don't talk to me. I'm busy. Or Keselowski's coming. And so is Kevin Harvick. Harvick tightening it up on second place, Ryan Blaney.
There's no doubt
my mind on the long runs, the car to beat is this 4-car of Kevin Harvick. He is so good as the run goes on.
Neither of those two have led the day, and you see that Blaney has been leading with his left rear.
He's flowing with disaster.
That 41 car wore that rear bumper out. I don't know how you had one left on it. Kurt was Goodness gracious.
The best thing he can do is follow that 4-car of Kevin Harvick and learn from one of the best.
Coming up, our Fox NASCAR mid-race report. Who do you like to win it in Bristol?
Apparently the engineers who designed the Ford F-150 have been burning the candle at all ends. Because check out their latest brainstorm, Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Just turn this little knob on the dash, and it helps steer your trailer exactly where you want it to go. It's just one more bit of brilliance you can't get on any other truck. Freakish. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
The Gillette Mach 3 Turbo still feels better after 10 shaves than a disposable on its first. Mach 3 blades have twice the coating for a closer shave with zero redness. Get an incredible experience. Shave after shave after shave. Gillette, the best a man can get.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver, but there's more to me than that. In my office, they call me Boss Man. I scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm Water Cooler Dale. Man, we got those tiny trash cans in our offices. Somebody keeps putting their lunch in mine. Every day. It smells like mac and cheese. Ew. Lobster mac and cheese, baby.
So weird.
Any of y'all seen who it is? No. For protecting my small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
The new Money Monopoly game is at McDonald's with 100 million food and cash prizes.
100 million prizes? That's more prizes than all the Scottish Terriers in the U.S.
Yeah, just won $50. 100 million prizes. 1 in 4 wins. You could be the one.
The Bud Light party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. Jackpot! Still the same refreshing Bud Light with a new look.
Dr. Yedley, thank you so much for coming. Where are we?
We're in Wayland Park. All of the people who are games.
He's going to like the trip about this shade.
Here. We can work together.
I just want to get home. You see? I could, and then it started getting really fucking dark all of a sudden. You alright?
Yeah,
Hope it does. You can, okay. I saw the glow in his eye.
Is your leader at the halfway point, nearing that just hit 100 laps. Tied down for the first half.
A few hours now. I mean, if you're not going to talk to us or you're not going to move, then what the hell is the point of all this? You can be locked in here all night. Is that what you want? Shit, I'm starting to get hungry. It's fucking cold out. Like, I'm going to get You see that there?
That's when the most laps off an entire process took him into the wall and outside of the top 20. Meanwhile, let's check in with Jeff Gordon to see who Jeff's keeping an eye on.
Well, I'll keep an eye on Kevin Harvick, Chris. Last year, a year ago, this time, he led 140 laps, 140 laps in this racing. He was dominant. Now,
I've dealt with people
he's not as dominant leading on those laps, but he's got the car in the long run. He's working traffic brilliantly. I believe Kevin Harvick's going to get this done.
Anything when you don't do exactly.
Jeff, Chris mentioned all the issues with Joe Gibbs Racing with fast race cars. The only one not to have a problem so far, Carl Edwards. If he has no penalties or problems, he'll seal the deal today.
Oh, Larry, I don't know. I'm worried about those right front tires on those Gibbs cars, but I love the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Only one win here at Bristol, but from the first lap on the track this weekend, he told Catkin out, thank you. This is the car I need to win the race. He's been quiet and steady, and he will do just that when the checker flag falls.
Look, my guy, Matt Jensen, he's had his bad luck. It's out of the way. I'm saying Matt Jensen goes to victory circle today for the first time this year.
Martin Truex Jr. was so close at Daytona, 100th of a second. He led the most laps last weekend. Texas had his heart broken. This weekend, he's been in the top 5, and they
They haven't had the car just right. If he gets it just right before the end, he'll be the guy to beat.
Sure, he's a rookie, but there is no denying Ryan Blaney is one of the future superstars of this sport. Well, maybe the future is now. In a Ford, a 14-inch Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, who each have won twice at Bristol in the past, have combined for multiple pit road penalties today, and that's kept them from the front, although Keselowski's worked his way back inside the top 10. And pit stops are going to be a key ingredient in deciding who winds up winning this race. And that's your mid-race report. You're watching Fox NASCAR with a car in the wall, and it's Kyle Busch with more problems.
You're kidding me again.
First half. With a couple of wins this
You know, I just shouldn't even be surprised anymore. You know, honestly.
More significant than the first time Kyle hit the wall. This could be the other day. You could see oil coming out from under the car.
You know, once I think it's starting to get good again, I mean, he got back up to 10.
Similar incident to what happened to Kyle Busch before. The car went into turn 2 from turn 1 high on the racetrack, just went straight up to the wall. But this looked like a considerably harder hit.
You know, it just has to freaking.
Rolled up under the fender there, so
it's nice.
This one did a lot of damage. They're gonna have to do a lot of repair to get him back in the race.
Yeah, and I would be concerned if on the 20 if Matt hits it too. These types of problems with right fronts don't fix themselves throughout a race.
It's got to be a camber issue, and you put too much camber on right front tires, you're going to use them up.
You can see him clench and hold on tight. Up there. He knew that impact was coming.
Well, he's going to the garage.
A little bit more like the 20, but that was a significant impact.
Very hard. Pit road's open, Vince.
Jimmy Johnson into the top 5, and for the third stop in a row, no changes, just 4 tires.
Harvick happy with his race car. Wants a small adjustment here to get the car to roll a little bit better, and then they're going to have to take a half-rounder wedge out of the rear. Jamie?
Busch a lot better than they would anticipate they would be today. He's saying the car is pretty good with making air pressure adjustments to keep up with the track, and a full title stop for Kurt Busch, Matt.
And Brad Keselowski, great recovery from that earlier issue.
Dude, it's not your piss over here.
Penalty, and then the bump, they had to fix the damage. Air pressure
taking alternate breaks here. I'm gonna stop. Oh, God.
The car fires off loose on entry and exit, and Kenny's not near the end. Like who's going to win the battle?
Wow, close at the end of pit road. Edwards, Johnson in that order.
I've had these glasses for like 3 fucking years. I need them legally to drive.
Race on pit road.
This street.
All today. Bad news.
All today. It's been a shit show here tonight.
Trying to win his third Sprint Cup race in a row. Kyle Busch against the outside wall. Is it over?
We'll see. You can see it on video. I'll have cornhole down. I'll show you guys what they look like.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, uniting all Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants, and to the Colonel, OHB Sanders. It means hand-breaded and freshly preparing chicken the hard way. So I came back to make sure my chicken is still finger-licking good, and retrain every single one of my cooks. Because making a real finger-licking family meal is hard work. There was a time everyone loved my chicken, and it's time for those past times to be present times again.
Oh, we're locked in now, just as much as he is. We got to sort this shit out.
I propose you give our chicken another chance. Taste our commitment to girl quality, and see that all is well.
You move or anything?
One freshness, under American farm, daily hand prepared.
Found my glasses, so what's left of them? Yeah, I was telling Juggies, I had these shits for like 3 fucking years.
This is the old 2016 Chevy Mount. Oh, nice. Check it out. Doing good kids. This car has a feature built in called Team Driver Technology, which lets parents see how their teams are driving. You can even use the radio until
messing too.
We'll keep track of how many boys get in the car. That could be useful. I'll stalk them out there.
ahead of what my Audi has for sure.
Which my neighbor has that.
I didn't even know that technology existed.
I'm not in the market for a car, but now I'm in.
We're trying. We're trying to talk.
Tarzan does not know where Tarzan goes.
I mean, you're just going to sit there.
Excuse me, do you know where the waterfall
Did you want to be out here all night?
Waterfall.
You want to spend the night out here?
Tarzan, king of jungles.
Kind of like how I spent the night in the Moore building?
Fight over
You locked me
directions.
in there?
That's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car
I
insurance,
don't
you switch
feel
to
bad,
Geico.
actually.
It's what you do.
I mean, what do you expect us to do, honestly? Like, After what happened,
Here's how it
we're gonna
feels to
put
get a
you in
new
the cage.
iPhone every year with iPhone Forever from
We knew you were
Sprint.
gonna freak out on us.
Here's how it feels to get
Look,
50% off most national carrier rates,
sort
too.
this shit out, and then make what you want. I ain't trying to sleep out here. Like, I mean, we could pitch a fucking tent out there, or we could go out.
So imagine how you'll feel when you get all this. And 50% off iPhone 6S on the fastest network.
Apparently there's some kind of pothole on the
If you're
track.
not satisfied, we'll refund your money.
They're gonna have to repair that before they can go back to racing.
Watch NASCAR is sponsored by Kentucky.
So they're gonna have to red flag it.
Colonel quality guaranteed. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Just past halfway, and the 7th caution is car cycling through. The race started with Dale Earnhardt Jr. having a problem. The ECU unit, one of those electronically controlled units that he had to rework to get back onto the lead lap eventually. Kyle Busch trying to win his 3rd straight race. Up by the rookie Chris Buescher, spinning out on his own, had a tire problem. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson.
Yeah, the rear end housing had an issue in the back. That rear tire get loose, rubbing the fender and causing him an issue.
Lap 187, Matt Kenseth has a tire problem as well. He's led the most laps in this race, 142. And then moments ago, Kyle Busch, a 5-time winner here, but he hasn't won since 2011 at Bristol. And this puts him out of the race. Jamie Little is standing by with Kyle Busch.
Quite the day for Kyle Busch. I think you passed more cars than anybody, but you're officially done now. 2 blown right fronts. Any indication in your mind what led to those?
I have no idea. We just kept getting tighter in the long run, but not sure why that was. We had a really great car yesterday, passed some practice, and felt really good about things for today. And I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So I hate for all these guys, all the work and effort, and everybody at M&M's, all our M&M's Mars associates. It's not a day we were hoping for. We had a really fast car. I mean, like you said, we drove up from the back to the front a couple times today, and showed what we were made of. But obviously, it doesn't matter when you're in the garage.
Tough day for Kyle Busch. And Chris, you know that fan that sat in traffic at Martinsville that he surprised with an autograph? Well, she was here today as a guest at Kyle Busch's, but unfortunately her excitement is done early.
I don't think she wants to be in any viral video after the way that happened, but a loyal fan for Kyle Busch as we will continue here from Bristol, Tennessee in just a moment.
For adults with an advanced lung cancer called squamous non-small cell, previously treated with platinum-based chemotherapy,
I mean, I'm not sure if they're gonna red flag it or not, but all I do know is that they're not gonna go back racing with that on the track. They probably don't want to waste all of those laps either.
Opdivo is the first and only
Bringing out
immunotherapy FDA approved based on a clinical trial demonstrating longer life for these patients. In fact, Opdivo significantly increased the chance of living longer versus chemotherapy. Opdivo is different. It works with your immune system. Opdivo can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen anytime during or after treatment.
Just take shit coming out here. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
See your doctor if you experience new illness called chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, extreme fatigue, constipation, excessive thirst for urine, swollen ankles, loss of appetite, rash, itching, headache, confusion, hallucinations, muscle or joint pain, or flushing, as this may keep these problems from becoming more serious. These are not all the possible side effects of Opdivo. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or other problems. A chance to live longer. Ask your doctor if Opdivo is right for you. Bristol Myers Squibb thanks the patients and physicians who participated in the Opdivo clinical trial.
Almost 40K. Yeah, that's pretty good. You're planning on streaming tonight? You say something? You talking about the prank? Yeah, well, right? Like a few hours just sitting there, that's the first thing you come to. It's like, money. So you're telling me he ain't gonna get paid? You filmed the prank. He did what you asked. Huh? You have the video file? Really? You're gonna go there? I mean, I have it in my SD card. I'm not giving it to him. You're gonna pull shit on me. Provided you the service. Okay, well, he did his job. It's not his job to fucking, like, upload it for you.
24 wins, 100 million prizes.
This is really what you have to say.
Terriers in the U.S.
Corn, take this shit. Give me that flavor.
More chances to win. Win instantly.
That's the first thing you say. After being out here this long, we're going to be out here fucking all week. We can pitch a tent. We're really good. Eagles fan too. We can fucking make it right here. You want to play it? That's not being there around here. We can fucking put insulation all around here. We can put a second room. I can get on the way over here. That's no problem.
The official credit card of NASCAR.
You think this is what you have to say, dude?
This strategy
I
is
might just
nuts.
fucking smash this.
Lug nuts, that is. Teams are gluing up. This is Denny Hamlin's wheels in pre-race.
I would like to move forward, but if you're not communicating, if you're not helping us out here, we're not going anywhere.
With 4 glued up in case speed becomes a big concern of accuracy, and we have had some nutty problems today.
Yeah, right side, strong side. But,
okay, and I can say shit that you've done to me and say we're never going to be good. But what is that I can do to you? What are you going to do to me? Really? Put up your videos on your channel. You wouldn't have all this stuff if it wasn't for me. That's me, Jesse. Me. I always had to go through everything. One of the benefits, listen to her kids. I was the oldest child. Everything was on me. All of Dad's little parenting ideas, they were tested on me, not you. It wasn't until you fucking graduated college you started paying attention to you.
Taking 4
fucking
off
lucky.
and putting 4 on. That's
fucking lucky.
You know, where
I'm lucky. Fucking lucky. All the shit is destroyed mine. I'm the lucky one. Rethink that.
Jesse, the car's down and gone.
I've had a part-time job since I was fucking 12. I had to do sports almost constantly.
And that was your choice.
I did basketball, baseball, soccer, cross-country.
Your choice.
Was it?
They brought Martin back in. Also, the 27th, Paul Menard came back in to tighten lug nuts.
Did you have to go through any of that shit? Did you have the pressure of constantly having to take all of your fucking time and just put it towards things that he was interested in?
Remember, the signal for the driver to go is the jack dropping. And we started testing last week, I think it was back
never got that kind of favor.
The jack man is looking at the left side. He's let the jack
That's
go.
really what they're going to go into all this, dude. This is the past, man.
And of course. But sure, I get a full-time job. Right out of college.
The Tigers take on division rival.
Is that what Jeffrey really wanted? You think he wanted to go to school for accounting? The guy fucking sucks.
That Saturday, David Ortiz continues the blistering start to his final season as his Red Sox battle the Astros. 3:30 Eastern on FS1. We'll watch live on Fox Sports Go. Here's the restart lineup because 4 drivers who did not hit cycle the front of the field. You're watching from our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear Superior Performance Tires. They face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, official tire of NASCAR. Landon Castle leads this race from Ty Dillon, Greg Biffle, and Danica Patrick on 40-lap old tires. Let's see how this works out. Well, remember, Landon Castle got crashed.
How are they going back to green? Who's even the leader right now?
The car right behind him. Yeah, the Ty Dillon car got in between the
The 38's the leader right now? Holy crap. Who even is that? Andy Castle. And then Ty Dillon.
And be up on and see what he can do. I'm excited about watching this, and it's a great opportunity for Landon Castle and that race team.
Great strategy move for this Iowa driver and for Ty Dillon, but here comes Carl. Concrete Carl on the move. You mean concrete is a racetrack? Oh, yeah. Just checking.
You're thinking this is
really good on this concrete every day at Bristol.
That's what I get.
Harvey started on the inside on that restart, so yeah, we've seen everybody that starts on the inside and Gresham maybe on that front row. Really positive.
Harvey good makes a great move inside the 16. Kevin restarted 7th. He's moved up to 4th, and here is Edwards cutting the lead from Landon Castle.
I mean, you can say all that all you want, but that still doesn't change the fact that you've done shit to me. A lot of shit.
He's not going to get it done by just rolling around the bottom.
Because you deserve it.
All right, pressure and slide job. What do you want to do?
So you
Oh, so that's what it is. It's all out of jealousy. Because I had what you couldn't.
Carl was sort of searching there going, okay, you know I'm faster, you know I have...
Okay, I get it. That didn't just stand it.
Are you going to just...
I wasn't saying it. I wasn't.
I'll the easy way first. Okay.
Me. I put on a fucking work in all the fucking time.
This is when the shoot that catch is good chance.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Carl. Relax your head. You know how Carl is.
Nothing.
Why push the issue? And this sponsor Snap Fitness Castle brought this sponsor to Brooklyn. They were winning with another team last year. And he's got a lot to win for them. Holding off the pole sitter.
Oh, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for Landon Castle.
Me and Dad have such a great relationship. He always takes your side, and you know it. It's because I know how to deal with it. You know how to deal with it.
No way. I love this.
I do love it.
Oh, no, I know. I've been dealing a lot with him as of the last fucking year and a half.
Pretty good job.
Okay. So I didn't get a whole fucking lifetime of him pushing sports and him pushing fucking getting a job. But I've really dealt with it, okay? I've dealt with it in a short period of time. You may have had a whole lifetime of it, a lot of exposure, but he's crammed, fucking packed all day, like the last 2 years ever since I graduated. And it was fucking hard, okay? I had to work hard for this YouTube. You act like it was easy. You just put a fucking video out, and everybody views that. You have lots of subscribers, and everyone's fucking rich and happy. It's hard fucking work, and it's hard when you gotta put your whole family's problems for the world to see.
While we watch this, Kevin Harvick moved up into third.
I did!
So now it's Toyota, Ford, Chevrolet in the first three
And you're
spots.
part of it too! I mean, you have a channel! I was giving you shout-outs! It wasn't the right way to do it, though. We can actually be a good team. If that's what you want to pursue, then we can pursue it together. If you can't beat me, then join me. Let's do it together. Let's make videos. I know Dad can be fucking crazy. I know it. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. Mom's dealt with it. But that's why we're brothers. That's why we can move past it. Because we both dealt with that shit. I can't compare. I really can't. I can't compare to dealing with it throughout childhood. I'm sure that does something to you. But I mean, it does something to me too. I look to you. I look to you as an example. I'm like, oh, older brother. And yeah, I may not have agreed with some of your choices, but I still look to you on how to react.
This is how quickly things can change. I mean, Danica...
And I don't want to react this way.
The next car to go a lap down when Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards were trying to get by her.
Look, I'm putting this down. I am sorry I even grabbed it. But look, this isn't going to work. We can't do this. We can't be rolling around fucking fighting for each other left and right. We could be good together.
That was a drive-through.
And I've tried this. I've tried it before, and you just weren't receiving it. I get it. You can have all this fucking jealous hate towards me, but
how many number of sets because they stopped 6 times. All told
when you want to shout out your channel, I can shout you out.
They've got 3 sets of sticker tires still left in the pit. Their teammate Logano has 5 sets of stickers. Meanwhile, Kurt Busch made the pass on Danica. Casey Kane trying to follow suit. That wasn't as much luck.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't around for a few years.
Let's go back to the hit that shook the Coliseum. The drive-through.
I know Mom's already taking my side.
I can't tell if McMurray got a little loose getting in there or Keselowski just said, no, I'm taking this spot right now.
You got a little loose, all right, but it was fine.
I understand. I mean, when we had the fucking therapy session, I don't know why you couldn't have told Dr. Nelson all that. Why you open up, you know, then? Why do you have to wait until, like, fucking end of the year to tell me this?
I'm tired. Just over 100 laps ago.
Yeah, but you know he's got to be thinking about that right front. 18 had 2 of them. The 20 had 1 earlier. I'm mad. I'm going to get a little extra careful in that right front.
I'd be very worried.
I can't believe I
McMurray is not really happy with his car right now. He's really struggling and battling with him. A lot of these drivers are getting up there and moving him out of the way.
Ryan Newman right behind him. And Ryan Blaney.
I'm not around to do it.
See, McMurray's car is not getting through the center of the corner.
Okay, but
everybody to get a big run on.
I mean, that was then. That, like I said, I react, and that I was in a tough spot.
People helped me when I was in knee, so I know if everybody can do something small, it can make just a world of difference.
Playing a big role here.
Are you going to play nice, and we can let you out, and then, I mean, because you're in a tough spot, so then you're...
Close.
Well, what you're really hoping for, DW, is you just want to run just long enough to where you maintain your track position or decent track position, but where when the caution comes out, everybody's going to come down pit road, then you can put 4 on it.
And just ahead of them, Brad Keselowski has been trying the bottom on the 5 of Casey Kane and the 10 of Danica Patrick. Uh-oh, trouble for Jimmy Johnson. What happened?
Magical fucking signal.
Well, it just makes you wonder, were they better off to fix it earlier, Vince?
A couple of laps ago, Jimmy said all of a sudden it's getting real loose. And remember, they talked about that left rear lug maybe not getting tight. No issues with it until just a couple of laps ago. He said it just got way too loose.
I mean, when they said they may have an issue, that should have been right there, not taking a chance. Now look where he is. He was third. He comes back out 31st, 2 laps down.
Well, there's a lot of different ways that they can look at that information. They go to the camera that they have over the pit stall. They can talk to the tire changer. So they got to make that decision from the pits.
Matt Kenseth leads up to that spot, Chris.
Well, during that last cross, I checked in with Matt Kenseth, crew chief Jason Ratcliffe about that right front tire, and he said they took a quick look at it. The tire temp and the wheel temp weren't an issue, so he doesn't think they're having the same issue that the 18s are. Kyle Busch and them. He said, I think we just got into some debris on the racetrack. The main thing is, he said the car is just as good as it was those first couple of laps.
I agree with that, Vince. He's definitely running good fast lap down, and he's moved up through the field, and he's going to be up here challenging for the lead for a while.
Well, you can come back here. Dale Jr. comes from 2 laps down. Joey Logano from 3 laps down, and Chase Elliott from 2 laps down. A lot of meat and volume at Bristol.
We're going to show you find out. Alright, so look, the play button's right here. Okay? We just talked. We think this is all stupid. Yeah, shit, the fan, but I mean, are we gonna be good? You don't have to answer right away. You can think we can wait out here another hour. No, obviously it's not gonna be. Yeah, shit's gonna be awkward. But I mean, we can't be out here for a fucking month. I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but how about we just like take our time? We just go our separate ways. I open this door. You can fucking do whatever you plan to do today. I'm gonna hold on to all that footage, and then we just play off. World champions. We don't even have to talk. We can just live in that same house. Maybe we're not.
You wanted a faster, simpler way to save on gas and quick fill delivered. The new Quick Club card. Save 3 cents per gallon instantly.
Just right now, I don't want you to come out here.
Save even more when you use your Quick Fill Charge Card. Become a Quick Rewards Club VIP to receive additional discounts and offers. See store or quickfill.com for details. Get your free Quick Rewards Club card and start saving today.
I'm sorry, man. I wish I could call it tonight. Just don't talk like that.
Burdick Toyota Scion is your Camry connection.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Come the full new 2016 Camry LE. Now just $59 a month for 5 for just $21,120. Just $99 a month to lease your new all-wheel drive 2016 RAV4 LE. It's the right choice for any adventure. Let's go places at Burdick Toyota Scion. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. In New York State, we believe tomorrow starts today. All across the state, the economy is growing with creative new business incentives and the lowest taxes in decades.
Now where do we go?
Attracting the talent and companies of tomorrow. Like in Buffalo, where the largest solar gigafactory in the Western Hemisphere
that montage
will energize the world.
So you're going to make that a montage
where
that's not happening, right?
In production.
It doesn't exist.
Your company's
what do you mean? You never made it?
At business.ny.gov. You're watching Fox 68, WSYT. For more on strategy, we're going to take a look at pit performance. Sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. 185 laps to go. Carl Edwards in the lead. Have a look at his day on pit road. Gaining 1 position on the
hold on to this. I mean, he held on to my play button for at least a week. And we had to find it ourselves. I'm holding on to this. I really don't know what this means.
Yeah, but he had a comfortable lead.
I don't know
now
where
he
we
has
go
an
from here.
uncomfortable lead. So that 4 car is breathing down his back.
Is he just really fucking weird, or is that, do you think we actually fucking gave him a brain injury and he's concussed right now, or what the fuck?
I have no idea. But at least try and do something or say something as he was leaving.
I mean, I don't blame him for not wanting to say anything. Alright, well. How about you stick around a little bit longer? Just show my room for a bit, talk, and just see if he does anything. I mean, I don't know. You can shut that off. I don't know.
Jimmy Johnson coming, trying to get one of his 2 laps back.
Yeah, he desperately needs to get by these leaders so he can get back.
Now I'm going to Junior because I don't have the Kyle Busch one anymore. So I'm on the Dale Junior one.
He might be able to get back up there and get around Harvey.
Yeah, we talked about Carl Edwards on pit road. As far as I'm concerned, they've had an excellent day because everybody else has had a problem on pit road. Just don't have a problem, and that's a win.
Now, Casey Mears was fighting hard because he was the first car 1 lap down, wanted to stay in that position. A.J. Allmendinger saying they have some rear-end trouble right up there in front of the leader, Matt.
And Mike, when you look at the 47 of Allmendinger and the 27 of Menard, both cars had the 20 cars in the fence.
That would be Matt Kenseth. He slammed the wall in turn 3.
Matt Kenseth had trouble again, which is awesome.
Whatever they're doing, they're all doing. Well, those 2 guys.
But it hasn't brought out the caution this time.
Kenseth had made it up to 3rd place. No caution. Oh, this will do him in. As he limps to pit road, Harvick, Edwards for the lead.
And Harvick's working hard to get by the 47 of Menard. Needs to clear him here. He's going to move him up.
And there you go.
Back inside, spiked up my hair, and then I went on Instagram, and you guys liked it like this, so today I'm going to keep it like this and see how I like it, and maybe something could happen. Pennyboarding part 2. Yeah. Everybody, I posted a brand new Instagram picture with my hair like down. It's not going to stay this way, I realize that, but go like it, my username's right there. So I'm back home right now, but I'm going to be following, snapping people, and DMing people that go to my new Instagram picture right there. Double tap it and type 5 friends. So just, I'm just eating an apple, but I just thought I'd let you know. I made 3 new music.ly, and one of them is very important, so just go right there. If you want to do it, you don't have to. I'm just... I look like you. You're very supportive. I just wanted to let you know I posted a brand new behind. So.
It looked to me like Matt Kenseth felt that right front going down. He stepped up a little early. I think minimized the damage. He could have been a lot worse.
Hey guys, I'm Emma Blaney. I am Brian Blaney's older sister. And I'm here to show you what we do on race day. Alright, what are you making this morning? Thanks.
Oh, the 1 car turns down, the 3 is right there. They make contact. 3 gets loose.
There's Allmendinger. Allmendinger takes advantage of it all. Allmendinger just gave Jamie back a boost in turn 2.
Yeah, right there, it looks like the 3 got into the 1 and turned loose, but it looked to me like the 1 turned down and sooner than pockets up. Now the
okay, guys, we are going to flip it over to Ty Dillon for a while. He's got us.
Why is the caution out?
That's all folded up. Now Matt Kenseth's car behind the wall, last year's winner.
Why is the caution out? I'm not paying attention at all.
Watch the black car, middle of your screen there, Josh Wise.
That's a very similar incident.
Okay, I see.
So the 20 and the 18.
You are ugly.
And then the left rear damage. I think that was McDowell. He couldn't get away.
Well, we are at 8, and each of the last 8 Bristol races have had 8 or more caution flags. Look at these 2 cars, the 20 and the 18, both with the same issue. Menard will get the free pass after all that infighting. Pit road's open, Vince.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has come back into the top 10, but his car and the balance has taken a little bit of a swing for the worse. He said it's gotten way too tight off, so they're going to make chassis adjustment wedge on the left and right side. Chris?
Harvick, once again, happy with his car. Just small adjustments on these last couple stops. Still wanting that car just to turn a little bit more in the center of the corner. Jamie.
Kurt Busch worked his way up to third, said it's the best the car has been turning all weekend long. Just a minor air pressure adjustment and 4 tires once again for Kurt Busch,
Brad Keselowski says the car is building tight as the laps go on, but the car is turning so much better this run. Meanwhile, the 19 of Carl Edwards, they're 2 laps to the good. They're going to pack it full of fuel. He says the car is still too loose. He wants a little bit more of a significant adjustment this time. The last time, it was just too slight.
19 to the 4. Lead him off pit road. And how about Landon Castle in the 38? You know, he led on the last restart and hits from 5th place. Nice job. Carl Edwards, did his team just put him in a position to win?
Thank you for dining with us. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.
I got this. Just gotta reach the check. Almost there. I can't reach it. If you have alligator arms, you avoid picking up the check. What? That's what you do. I got this. Thanks, Dennis. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance,
cool
you switch to Geico.
Man, it's so kind. Really enjoying it.
Oh, that is good.
Got Eli Cooper from my dude's doing great. Very
My KFC $20 fill-up will fill
Good.
both of their 4 up.
Hope the
8
race
pieces
is
of
happening.
delicious original recipe chicken and sides. It's a meal that's freshly prepared every day. Origin. Girl quality guaranteed.
Okay, so the government crash test.
Cody, there's your first,
The one with the high-strength
highlights,
military
low
grade
lights
aluminum
for
alloy body, bolted to a high-strength steel frame, and guess what? It made the strongest statement any truck can make. It pulled a 5-star safety rating on all sides for every cabin configuration. Because when they say military grade, they mean battle. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Cody, there's your first, bid highlights, low lights for Junior.
That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone.
Wow. Big development here at Bristol on lap 1. Dell Jr. His car laid down on him.
Protect your smile with an invisible shield against plaque. Act Advanced with Plaque Guard helps prevent plaque and gingivitis. Kills 99% of bacteria for a 12-hour shield of protection. Your mouth is fresh and clean. Act Advanced. Advanced plaque protection.
See these hands? Do they look like the hands of a man who carries around discount cards? Yeah, didn't think so. Sign up for Speed Perks from Advance Auto Parts, a rewards program for guys who love getting under the hood. No cards, no points, no nonsense.
Fox NASCAR is sponsored by Ford. We go further, so you can. 165 laps to go. Let's have a look at how the Coca-Cola family of drivers are faring. Joey Logano back on the lead lap in 9th. Danica 16th. Now Denny Hamlin just took the wave around 20th, as did Ryan Newman 21st.
The question is there, can they make it to the end? I would say yes, but my trends say we have an average of 11 cautions per race in the spring. We've only had 8. More to come. I love it, Larry. I agree with you on that, Larry.
More to go. Back under green. Carl Edwards clears Harvick. Brad Keselowski trying on the outside. And then Kurt Busch. Harvick better hurry up and get up there. Right there. Yes, sir. He knows.
Keselowski's not going to cut him an inch, though.
Oh, but he knew he had to get up there. He was going to be in big trouble.
Look at the damage on the 41. Has he got a left rear tire going down?
A lot of smoke on the 41, and that restart is under review by NASCAR.
See some smoke coming out of this 41.
Trouble turns straight away. Mears gets turned around.
Oh.
Colliding with Allmendinger. Behind him here.
What a save by Casey Mears.
They were 3 wide on turn 4 here with the 47.
Caution is out for Casey Mears now. I think I'm going to stream.
Restart's good, no problem. You have to restart. There was no penalty on the restart. You have to start within the zone. And they were 3 wide coming off turn 4. Keep an eye on the 13. That's trouble for the 48. Watch this, Michael. We're 3 wide right here coming off turn 4. And they start just kind of bouncing off each other. But you see 47.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? I am watching the race at Bristol.
He picks up the
And this is a replay of what just happened.
Job on the throttle, spinning the rear tires. Roof flap came up. There's the tractor. Yeah, but
I'm not having a good day with Kyle Busch. He had troubles. He had early troubles, came back up to about 6th place. Then had more troubles. Then again came back up to 6th place. And then had big troubles, and now he's done.
But everything has to go perfect, and it didn't go perfect.
Which is unfortunate.
Jimmy Johnson get damaged and all that. Checking up right there, you see him, I think he got hit by that black car up high.
But I'm going to stream for a little bit.
The 31 and the 48 just
and I'll stream at the end of the race, too.
Hard to avoid even casual contact here.
No viewers are in yet.
Damage on the right side. Right side,
You're lost.
You see the lettering rubbed off with that. Here's damage back here on his car. Now Carl Edwards is being reminded, not warned, but reminded by NASCAR that he has to maintain speed coming to the restart zone. As they reviewed the last restart,
I'm probably going to stream until 3:45 and then I'll stop.
Restart box.
They're reviewing the restart.
He almost accelerated a tiny bit, but then as it was time to go, he actually did accelerate and almost slowed down a little bit. And, NASCAR's watching for that.
Yeah, they do that.
They'll give you a warning.
All those restart zone rules are confusing me. And also, this is on YouTube right now. I am streaming, but this is the full race reactions that you're looking at right now. That'll be up on my main channel on Wednesday.
I was a little confused on that one, and this one just flew a lot earlier, and the angle was a lot worse than the wall. So
I'm happy that he's done. I don't like that kind of stuff.
Camry was pretty fast today. I was encouraged to get higher speed. Obviously, don't have the result, but put a little smile on my face and go to Richmond and try again.
My face. Accidents.
Matt Kenseth has run well this season. He led 142 laps here, but has not had the finishes to show for it. Got shuffled on the final lap.
Lead lap. Lead fuel. Spin 2 penalties.
New in trouble in Atlanta.
Spun
in Las Vegas. 2 penalties in California. Loose wheel in Texas.
But I got this cool thing on the Fox Sports Go app, where I had Kyle Busch's on earlier, but since he got out of the race, they did not allow me to use it anymore. So I'm using Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s. This is the TV. This is his onboard camera. This is another camera, and this is all his stats right now for the race. And earlier, I think there was a pothole in the track, but I'm not sure. They didn't bring out a red flag for it, which they usually would.
I just wanted to point out to Jeff that
crap.
that little small steering wheel in there.
Yeah, and I don't know, his dirt track experience, maybe they ran a little bit smaller steering wheels. That's something that a lot of drivers are gravitating towards that with the steering boxes that are in the cars and the steering wheel. Just a much more positive front end.
If nobody tunes in within, if we are at 5 minutes and nobody's tuned in, then I'm going to end this.
Young driver, great future. A kind of mid-level team, Front Row Motorsports. They've led 20 laps in this race, 3rd most of the day, and they restart 8th.
They're restarting now. This is about 45 seconds off of the TV, which is about 7 seconds off of real time. So overall, that's about 52 seconds off of real time.
Roll around the bottom if he's going to get up into that outside lane.
Actually, we're drawing areas. I mean, we got 150 laps to go roughly. You got this is the games are over now. You got to go hard. How to get going.
Well, it's interesting. The 41 did not come into pit. He had that tire run, so it's really worked it back and forth to try to knock that fender away from the left rear, and it doesn't seem to be smoking.
Okay, 30 more seconds, and I'm going to end this.
Jamie?
They had lowered the air pressure on the 41, and they didn't say anything about a tire run, but he said, don't lower it anymore. I'm dragging everything on the track.
off turn number 4 and gave up spots to Harvick and Keselowski.
Casey really works that out.
You know what? No, I'm going to end this at 10 minutes. No, probably 7 minutes. I'm going to end this at 7 minutes.
Larry, at this stage, would anybody...
If we don't have any viewers by 7 minutes, I'm going to end it.
And try to go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're there, especially even if you add in that last caution. The window is about 150 to 160, but again, Mike, we're not going to go the rest of this race without a call.
Well, yeah. Oh.
Turn 2, there it is. There you go, Larry.
Oh,
Brian
crap.
Scott goes around and into the wall.
That's 2.
And Larry wasn't even looking in that direction when he made that prediction. How many we got to go, Larry? 2 more? One more. 150 laps to go. And here's what happens to Brian Scott, the 44.
Yeah, he just gets loose.
Yeah, he just drove in there and the thing just came around.
Here's right before all that happened. 3 wide with the 6, the 11, the 47, the 24. 11 comes up, gets into the left rear of the 6. And then this is happening behind him.
Big racing right there, boys. Probably be no consolation to Scott that his teammate, Eric Almirola, will likely get the free pass on this caution.
Oh, well.
Daddy, you done yet?
One last screw, sweetie, and we're done.
It doesn't look like anybody's tuning in, so at 7 minutes, if they haven't tuned in, then I'm going to end
Board
this.
of a Diet Dr. Pepper.
I do?
You built this big old house with that tiny tool.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
That is sweet.
Oh, no.
You know, the game's about to start.
That's my ride.
Is that our cat?
Step on. It's sweet. Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the sweet one.
Why do we put so much effort into engineering the Can-Am Defender? Well, why do you put so much effort in everything you do? Because a job worth doing is worth doing right. Can-Am Defender. Tough, capable, clever.
The new Money Monopoly game is at McDonald's.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to end this now.
Prizes, undermine prizes.
Goodbye.
That's more prizes than all the Scottish Terriers in the U.S.
Yeah, just won $50.
100 million prizes. 1 in 4 wins. You could be the one.
Hey, what you guys are saying here? Another camera and
The Nissan Rogue with intuitive all-wheel drive. Take on the unexpected.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver, but there's more to me than that. In my office, they call me Boss Man. I scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm Water Cooler Dale. Have y'all seen the pictures of Kansas baby? Oh, yeah. So cute. So cute. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the dimple. Unreal. For protecting my small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
Why do we put so much effort into engineering the Can-Am Defender? Well, why do you put so much effort in everything you do? Because a job worth doing is worth doing right. Can-Am Defender. Tough, capable, clever.
When you step into that octagon, you fight like you've never fought before. I remember this on the fight. I'm going to be the next ultimate fighter.
I will be the next ultimate fighter.
I'm looking for guys who want to be world champions. Welcome back to Bristol. 147 laps to go. Here's your Busch race summary. Dale Earnhardt Jr. fell 2 laps down on the initial start of the race, fought back to the lead lap. He's ninth. Both Team Penske cars penalized on pit road. Kyle Busch went out of the race. His first finish this season outside the top 5. As they very damaged.
Okay.
Joe Gibbs Toyota. Matt Kenseth also with trouble as we get ready for the restart. Edwards and Kurt Busch.
Okay.
Toyota and Chevy will restart on the front row. Kevin Harvick's Chevy, Brad Keselowski's Ford in row 2. Casey Kane's Chevy and pleasant surprise Landon Castle in his Ford, row 3. Joey Logano was 3 laps down at one point. He's back up on the lead lap with Ty Dillon. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Martin Truex in the 5th row. Rick Biffle and Ryan Blaney. Danica Patrick and Ricky Stenhouse together on row 7. In addition to Bristol, Gotham has had its share of nagging problems. Their problems are, dead guys coming back to life, ice cold killers, and exes who just can't seem to move on. Check it out. Gotham, Wrath of the Villains.
He just needs another chance. YouTube is a job.
Video games have also had huge impacts in all of our lives.
Jesse puts countless hours into making our days better, even when his might not be.
Second row, both of these drivers have won. Who's going to be more aggressive?
Kurt Busch. Hands down.
I don't know. You got Keselowski, somebody that likes to get aggressive as well.
Oh my God,
Too well for turn 4. Look at this. Kurt Busch is pushing hard. Ooh, he's going to get by him.
But he's got a clear Carl Edwards.
He does. Boy, does not want to see that happen. Boy, look at it. That 41 jumped sideways over that bump you were talking about. He got me off 2.
Twist that? No, I mean the knob. Twist it back.
Both had trouble today, but they're back. They are 3rd and 8th. And look at the bottom right there. Running hard right now. And Landon Castle hanging tight up there as well. We always, all of us pull for underdogs.
Give me that fucking camera. It's all, it's mine. Give me that.
Okay.
Oh shit.
He's holding up.
Holy shit. Look at 10 minutes square over here. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. We just kicked that fucking camera. You're seriously going to punch you in the face right now. You're okay. You're okay. You were lucky. You're bigger than me. Seriously, stop fucking filming me.
47 and 48. Allmendinger and Johnson battling to be the first car one.
I turned it off.
He's not going to get any more
It's off.
than these two. We saw what maybe Allmendinger's done on road courses. Saw what he did at
Well, I think I had to check up for Trevor Banks. Yeah,
Great fucking Nature Valley bar.
Just a little bit. He got checked up at 48, had a big run, and then he made contact with the 47. There you go. I don't need to get up power. Not enough room for what Nicky Johnson's trying to do.
It's nothing. Oh, it's nothing, huh? You just have that camera and drive like it's your new. That's what happened. Oh yeah, it's recording. I'm taking this. I'm taking this fucking footage. I'm taking it all. Well, fine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll put that to my channel too. Yeah, we know that's gonna happen. We're not gonna get any subscribers.
14th and 15th right now. They're both pretty decent days.
Well, I like the job that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is doing here too. He spun out earlier, making a nice comeback. Here's that battle. This is an important battle on the racetrack to get back to be that first car one lap down. Vince,
Well, that 48 of Jimmy Johnson had some pretty significant left rear damage right on that left corner. And when they brought him in to repair it, they were a little concerned that the crush panel was going to run against the top of that left rear tire. But so far, no problem with the brakes of the 48. Back, only that you're trying to turn the thing around. He looks like a contender. Okay. Past that play, they taken right side tires, and they had a loose right front. Had to pit, lost a lot of track position right now. Just a tick on the tight side.
Alright. I didn't even have any painkillers.
Front and bang all over the track. Michael McDowell just sent Casey Mears into the next straightaway because of a move he didn't like. They're the third and fourth cars one lap down. Mike, this is when the rookies are together once again. This is when your patience have run out. Right now, you're about to exceed the limits of your patience. Casey Kane's about to get the two of Brad Keselowski, and the lead is tightened up. Carl Edwards is about to push here.
I'm really impressed with what the 41 is doing. Tony Gibson, I talked to him this morning. This is the same car they had their best finish of the year with in Atlanta, but it has had no speed in Bristol this weekend. He said we're maybe a top 10 car, but not a race-winning car. Look who's winning right now. I think they've adjusted perfectly on this race car.
What is going on, guys? In 2015, and so by the summer of 2015 he did not have his little gaming lounge thing right here, so I apologize for that not being in here. And if you come over here, we have the Eagles landing.
And now he's putting another great performance here at Bristol. 122 to go.
I know, he's taking... Shut up! I am so happy. Guys, he's literally moving the RV right now!
Got together qualifying the other day, but both those guys have had amazing runs today. Both of them running right here in the top 11 right now for the 14. Dylan was trying to start his qualifying run. Castle had finished his, was coming off track. Ty spun out and crashed into the 38.
Oh, this battle has not gone away. It is only intensifying. Jimmy knows he's got to get by this 47 in case that caution comes out.
Bump and run is going to become bump and bump here.
He is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on him.
Well, there is absolutely no give up in that 47. I can tell you that. You're going to have to take it.
Well, I think that's Jimmy Spotter Earl that's saying you got to get by him. You got to get by him, and there's going to be a caution. Go now. Oh, contact.
I think that was Earl trying to set up, telling Jimmy that so Jimmy would try even harder. Not Zach can try any harder. Now the 43 behind him, Eric Almirola is on the lead lap. No threat to those two. But Austin Dillon in the 3 is also 1 lap down. But don't you let it get up. They're talking about that debris, Earl.
See, that's Chad Canals telling Earl about the debris to pass up. That's what I want to Jimmy here.
Outside.
Oh, he almost had him.
Nope. Clear. Man, but that's why Jimmy keeps fighting so hard, because they think there might be a caution. Hey, the 2 car. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
By the way, we haven't heard any.
Something's wrong with the 2 car, I think. I think he's slowing down. Losing a lot of spots is Brad Keselowski. As the lead battle tightened up, he went to the high side and now is backing up. Got a problem, I'm not sure what it is. Don't yet know why, but there was some contact. Leader single file now. Have a look here. Yeah, he's trying to get down out of the way, and you're going to get run over. He's got to get in the pits. It's got to be a tire.
Yeah, he's got either a slow leak or something.
And Keselowski will pit. He was 4th. Now he's going to lose 1, maybe 2 laps with just over 100 to go.
You know, Jamie talked about the 41 of Kurt Busch. In my opinion, he still doesn't have a good enough car to be out front and make passes for the lead, but he did a great job being aggressive on that restart. He got this lead, and he's earned it, and he's keeping it.
Back.
Flat tire on the 2 of Brad Keselowski. Under green, you just enter pit road on the side that you're pitting on. Chassis adjustment barely completed when Keselowski pulled off. The team was looking at that right front, inside shoulder where The center section needs a sidewall. That's where there is some damage, but they're looking to see exactly what caused it.
110 laps to go. Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards keeping very
Ron Castle had finished his, was coming off track, tires spun out, and crashed into the 38. Oh, this battle has not gone. Ron Castle had finished his.
Let's go places.
So, this alien life form is growing at an alarming rate.
Ron Castle had finished his, was coming off track, tires spun out, and crashed into the...
That reminds me of how Geico's been the fastest growing auto insurer for over 10 years straight. Over 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Geico's the company your friends and neighbors trust.
And deservedly so.
Indeed.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
The Bud Light party needs to change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. From our national parks, overall, our first stores, jackpot. I'm in your seats! Still the same refreshing Bud Light with a new look.
The reigning champs are on FS1 Thursday night. They're locked, loaded, and hungry for another shot at the title.
I do still live with the beef family.
And the Royals.
So we can.
Host Miguel Cabrera.
I think of my father.
Tigers, Royals, Thursday at 6:30 Eastern on FS1. Your name's been in a lot of places, but there's only one place you really want to see it.
Bump and dump, pick and roll, you saw it all as the leaders came up on quite a battle among lap cars just in front of them, but Carl Edwards forged past with Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick in third. Mark Truex, Joey Logano, the top five. 21 cars on the lead lap, the last to which Matthew Benedetto got the free pass 2 cautions ago. Dale Earnhardt Jr. passes Landon Castle for 8th. Let's take our inside ride, sponsored by Nationwide.
How much caffeine is in espresso?
Hey there, little brothers. Big brother here. Just hanging out, doing what I love to do on a fucking Thursday night. See what my brother's up to. There he is. Smug little asshole. Fucking switch my... Dude, God. Fucking violent video games and shit. Jesus Christ. Just kidding. I love Grand Theft Auto. But anyway, why am I watching Jesse's stream? Well, we just went live, what, 20 minutes? Does it 7? Something like that. So, I just wanted to wait until I got good at the stream. And I have a prank idea. 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 And I guess I should probably describe what I'm going to do, because the setup, I'm going to have to put the camera down for most of it, because it requires both my hands. I only have 69 hands, so not one to hold the camera. Alright, so what we got here? This we don't need. This is too... Oh shit. Oh shit. Can't have that. Can't have that. Okay, so I got one fog machine. No, wait, I have 2 fog machines. That's the same fog machine. I have to plug them separately. That kind of sucked. And then what else I got? I got some rope. I got some scissors. I got some pipe. I got some duct tape. Not duct tape, duct tape. And you can see that little guy in there. Focus, focus, focus. It's not going to focus. Who cares? But anyway, I got an extension cord. Already in the not the kitchen, the dining room, and I'm gonna hook that up, and then I gotta get a trash bag. I got my towels over there. I'm gonna steep it. I'm gonna kind of like situate it so it's like right in the door, and I'm just gonna fucking get. What do you mean you stopped recording automatically? Anyway, I got towels, I got fucking rope, fucking fog machine. I think I already said that, but I gotta get a trash bag. I'm gonna cover up the door and everything so that all the smoke goes underneath the door while he's streaming, and I'm gonna tie the doorknob to my bedroom doorknob so he can't get out. Yeah. That's the point.
They fixed that right now.
Hamlin is done.
I'd have left that open. Get that tire cool.
Hamlin's having some issues.
Same way back up in the 3 and 4 there, he was very similar to what we saw the 18 and 20 do. So now pit stops with 90 laps to go. The pits are open. We know they can make it on fuel. Who's going to come and get tires? Mike, no question. Yeah. More tires, that's better up with fuel.
I was going to say all of them. Yeah.
Carl Edwards audio.
I'm cool with everyone to kind of get everybody to come get tires behind us. I got it. I got to get tires, but I look back and there's going to be someone that tries to make it.
Martin Truex Jr. had an unscheduled pit stop earlier, but they fought their way back. They spent a lot of the day inside of the top 5. Martin says it's pretty good, but he feels like he just needs a little bit more for the long run. 4 tires and a little bit of wedge for Chief Coleman. Chris?
It's been small adjustment for Kevin Harvick. The second half of this race right now saying he can't get through the center of the corner, so we see a wedge adjustment at that left rear. Also, Kevin saying there's some rubber patches on the racetrack, and when he hits them, he loses the front end. Jamie?
And Kurt Busch led 41 laps that last run. Car's pretty good. They're going to put air pressure back in both rear tires. The 4-tire change is filling up with fuel, man.
It's a whole new ballgame. Joey Logano back in the fight, chasing his third. Bristol Lane, the car a little free on entry and just a little bit free on exit, but it is fast. It has a speed. Meanwhile, you heard the radio communication with Carl Edwards. In fact, right before that, Dave Rogers said, "This is where I make my money. What do you want to do?"
What they did was get 4 tires and lead everybody off pit road. Edwards has done more laps this season in 8 races than he led in all 36 races last year. Big stack up as they exit pit road. 88 laps till we see a winner in the last great Coliseum.
Hey, man. Cut me off back there. What you gonna do about it?
Oh, man. All right, fine.
We good? We're good.
Here's how it feels to get a new iPhone every year with iPhone Forever from Sprint. Here's how it feels to get 50% off most national carrier rates, too. So imagine how you'll feel when you get all this. And 50% off iPhone 6s on the fastest network. Plus, try us out for 30 days. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund your money.
Want a race?
of the social media tweets and texts and Instagrams and everything. Fox NASCAR on a beautiful Sunday at Bristol. 3 Stewart-Haas cars in the top 10, 300 Chevys in the top 10, but it is Carl Edwards Toyota, the pole-sitter, that has led 191 laps here today. Going to be 84 to go as the pace car pulls in. Toyota, Chevy, Toyota, and Joey Logano's Ford on the restart. Edwards takes off. Truex for second. How about that? Hey, Truex took off as well. I'll look in my mirror. That'd be the guy behind me versus the 4 of the 41. And Kirkwood still smoking.
Yeah, when the pressures are down low after a pit stop, that thing really drags the racetrack and runs the fender.
Well, you heard him say, don't let any more air on my tires. I'm dragging everything I got.
I think what he meant to say is, can you put a little more in?
What the hell is this?
So your son's live stream.
What the hell's a live stream?
He plays video games and commentates on things.
Video games?
Yeah, that's why.
Where?
Yeah, he's doing it right now, actually. We got like 183 people watching. Oh, let's get find some end-to-end.
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you filming? On your video game thing? What are you doing? What? Dad, you can't be in here when I'm working right now. I'm working on video games. What the hell are you doing, Dad? Dad, stop!
Rookie right now, going after Casey Kane.
Why are you filming me? Are you kidding me?
That's a lot. That was
Hey there, YouTube stream. You got a friggin' play button of my fucking views? Are you kidding me?
Disrespect me.
Oh, let's see what we really feel about it. Oh, they work. Play button. You got them all my views.
One of many incredible comebacks today.
Guys, I'm sorry that you guys had to see that.
Uh-oh, Vince. Bad news for the 78. Martin Truex Jr. says he believes he has a loose wheel. Got to be kidding. You're in second place. What do?
You got to come.
You don't have a choice.
If you think you have a loose wheel, if it's getting, the sign is the vibration. If the vibration gets worse, you have to come in.
We heard him tell Jimmy Johnson that it might be loose, and in a few laps, he was in the pits. Getting worked over by Kurt Busch. Larry, do you leave that? You tell him. Do you leave that decision up to the driver? No, absolutely not. I mean, there he comes now. He's got to come to pit road.
Well, Larry, what you say? You get as much information from the driver so that you can help him make that decision.
Absolutely, you add to it. That'll move rookie Chase Elliott to third. Kurt Busch to fourth, Joey Logano to fifth.
Yeah, and Chase took advantage of that whole situation with 78. Great job getting by both of them.
What I love about Chase is we haven't talked much about that kid all day long. But when it's the end of the day, here we are within 100 with 75 laps to go, and he's in the hunt. He's got a shot.
That reminds you of somebody else that has the last name Elliott?
Yeah, like his dad. Exactly.
I just think at what point are these teams going to start thinking about doing 4 lug nuts? And the risk versus the reward has just not been there.
It's fighting him, man. It's fighting. You got to do something. Brad Keselowski a lap down. Matt?
Mike, no longer an issue for Keselowski. The deflation signs on the inside sidewall is because when we took a shot of the wheel, he had made contact with another car. It had broken the outer valve stem, so that's why he had the significant air leaking out.
Boy, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson, just almost having a big moment there in turn 2. Along with the 46, Michael Annette. They almost ended up in one pile. I'll tell you what, Kyle Larson now. You can tell he drives a sprint car.
I love to watch him on the high side.
Oh, man.
He works it so well.
Larson, though, 38 laps down.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping to see him make some of those great slide jobs we saw him making yesterday in the Xfinity race, but unfortunately they had their problems today.
I've seen him make some, and I guess he's practicing for another day because he's still doing it. 3 of the 4 Joe Gibbs cars have had tire issues. Carl Edwards leading has had no problems. Jamie?
Yes, and that would be 7 blown right fronts total for the 3 cars. I just talked to Goodyear. They said the first blown right front of Kyle Busch, they're pretty certain was a melted bead. The other 6, they said, is a Joe Gibbs racing phenomenon. They aren't sure what's causing it, but they look identical.
I know what I'd be telling Carl if I was Dave Rogers. We don't have the same thing the other 3 yet. We got to totally different. Turn 4, Alvarola into the wall.
Oh, jeez.
Hard contact. Got a good shot there.
You know, that was the 78 of Mark Truex Jr. who just came down pit road.
Well, I'm going to go get a snack real quick.
Wheel, made an aggressive move with newer tires, made contact with the left rear of the 43 and spun him around.
Eric Alvarola was running 19 on the lead lap. He's
Watch
the 43.
the 78 dive in here.
Yep.
He gets a little bit loose. He comes up, and then the 43 comes down, and they just make contact.
Yep. One going up, one coming down, one going around.
And a bunch of them trying to avoid it.
Here it is in real time. And A.J. Allmendinger gets the free pass. 12th caution of the day. Pretty heavy damage to Richard Petty's Ford. No bacon for Truex.
No Christmas card, no bacon.
No bacon. 62 laps to go. Now, everybody was just in, Larry, what, less than 30 laps ago. Now what do you got?
20 laps on the tires, absolutely. We have 20 drivers on the lead lap. If you're up there in the top dozen, absolutely, you're not going to come in. Pits are still closed right now, but I think when they open it, they will stay out.
So we're under the 12th caution with 62 laps to go. Next weekend, NASCAR heads to Richmond, Virginia, continuing our short track swirl.
We're making a sprint to Virginia for some good old Richmond racing. This track may be short, but it sure ain't sweet. Get ready for another week of beating and banging down south. Coverage begins at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on FS1 and continues at 12:30 on Fox.
Wrecker on the scene for Eric Almirola's car. And now we have 19 lead lap drivers plus A.J. Allmendinger, who will get the free pass, who have a big decision to make.
You know, in my opinion, Mike, yeah, of course, I agree with Larry, there's probably the first dozen that aren't going to come down pit road. But then the next dozen, because whether there are 20 cars on the lead lap, they've got that decision to make, and I think a lot of them will come. And all I don't want to be is the first car that has older tires, because those newer tires are going to eat me up on the restart.
Carl Edwards has had a flawless day. He's led 216 laps. He is the only Joe Gibbs Toyota not to have an encounter with the turn 2 wall. Gone all his way so far.
I want you to take a look here. We've been, again, watching the right front tires coming off of Carl Edwards' car. This one right here was the first one that came out that had 53 laps. This one is the one that just came off that had 62 laps. So I think they've not had a problem so far. I think they're in pretty good shape. Personally, I agree with what Darrell said earlier. I think it's something to do with the frame geometry, like the camber, the front camber, leaning it in to make that car turn.
Well, and we know that helps the cars not only turn, but just find speed. And there's a very fine line there between pushing the limits too far and causing problems. And I do wonder, all those JGR cars have been extremely fast this weekend. if maybe those others might not have pushed it a little bit further, and I know the 19's hoping they didn't push it that far.
A little bit can be a lot.
Oh, yes.
They've got Eric Almirola's car hooked up, but Eric did not get out of the car for a long time. He kept the window net up. That is a universal sign to track crew that the driver is unable to get out under his own power. So safety crew spent a long time sitting there talking with him, and finally he climbed out on his own. He and his spotter and crew chief haven't been invited to the NASCAR hauler after the race.
I heard you, NASCAR, but all we needed was a push back. We just don't have reverse here. You scanned us, we just don't have reverse. All we needed was a push back.
And that's why he didn't get out of the car. He wanted to be pushed to the pits.
Yeah, I could see him waving his hands inside the car. He pulled forward, and he got up to the inside wall. He couldn't get back about because he didn't have reverse. You could see him say,
Oh my God. What kind of sick bastard could have done this? Oh, I wonder, where even am I? I must be in some little child future game lair or something. Oh my God. There's a door. There's a window so he can get fresh air of the indoors. Why the fuck does he have a window? That doesn't make any sense. So, why would I do this? I would do this when that motherfucker steals my fucking truck and then doesn't even give me payment for all the fucking gas that he used. Like, he has fucking taken that thing down how many times? Like, I think it's like maybe 8 miles per gallon. Jesus Christ. I think he has the nerve. You guys saw the dumpster. Look at, like, there's all the shit that was taken out of here. Like,
and you can lose more spots than you can gain.
See who will be the first to pit road, Greg Biffle, followed by his teammate Ricky Stenhouse and Trevor Bain, all the Roustadeers. Then Clint Boyer comes in. Paul Menard and Matt DiBenedetto, those are the only lead lap cars that choose to pit. 7 laps to go, and we're not back to green yet, but that's a lot of laps.
Yeah, that's pretty much 11th on back.
We'll take a break from Bristol, but you won't miss a thing. You're watching Fox NASCAR coverage.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver, but there's more to me than that. In my office, they call me Boss Man. Scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm Water Cooler Dale. Well, I got this new chair, I had it for a couple weeks, and it keeps lowering it. God, dang it. I mean, I reset it to where I want it. Go back to my office, and I sit down. It's lower. No, someone's lowering it. For protecting my small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to show you the all-new 2016 Chevy Cruze and ask you what you think. But here's the catch. You can only answer in emojis. What emoji would you use to describe the design?
I think it's sexy.
It has available built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi.
Rock on. That's excellent. We got Wi-Fi.
Car gets an EPA estimated 40 miles per gallon highway.
This car is like a unicorn. It's magical.
Your name's been in a lot of places. But there's only one place you really want to see it.
I was shaken by the hands of legacy. Forged in the fires of racing. The truth is, what you're made of is what you're made to do.
You showed amazing composure this year for your defense today, 500 laps. Not sure if the battery will keep disconnected, and we're running on 2 now. It was good until we went to green.
Straightforward, just about to build in the corner there and take their rear wheels up.
Did we run into it?
Yeah, we got into it. Getting ready to go back to green with 54 laps to go. Carl Edwards has led half of the race so far. What kind of deals are being made for this restart?
Tom Corelli and anything yet? I'm working on him, but he ain't saying much. Doesn't mess with you. He ain't gonna listen to you. No, I mean, Corelli might listen to me, but Kurt ain't gonna listen to me.
Rick Corelli, former standout on the Truck Series is Kurt Busch's spotter on the 41. That's Rick in the middle right there. Yep.
Well, it depends on what their deal was and how many laps to go.
Yeah, there is that.
AGR cars, they had it with 10 to go. Heck, we got 54 laps to go here.
And we're on 1 to go with 20 cars on the lead lap. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
Here's something I'm looking for on this restart. That Ford car takes off, but it seems like his second to third gear has a big jump in it, and he really seems to lose momentum as he shifts to third gear, or maybe it's spinning the tires. But he's got to get a little bit better restart if he's going to get into second and have a shot at really putting a move on that 19.
Carl Edwards won this race 2 years ago. He's a 3-time Bristol winner. He's led the most laps, trying to seal the deal in the restart zone. Green flag. Good jump by Edwards. Teammate about 6 seconds.
41 worked with him.
Yeah, he did. He let him get up. So Busch let Harvick in for second.
Super aggressive.
24 cars really.
Hey there, Jimmy, get your old pal the Juggernaut. Hey, going into turn 1 here.
Newman on the bottom, trying to take advantage of those 2 Fords.
Remember, these are newer tires by these.
Uncle Larry here. Just kidding.
Yep,
we're going to be doing some live stream today.
Ricky Stenhouse is coming.
Yeah, Kendall's already got by the 38 here.
The cars with fresh tires started 14th and on.
Confidence, yeah, but no hesitation, and also I don't know what you're doing with the hat.
But watching the cover, running for fight for third right now between Kurt Busch and Chase Elliott.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. We're filming right now. Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You're trying to be a wise ass.
Logano behind him, and then get that big run off the corner, do that slide job that we saw him do earlier.
Yes.
Where's my kid?
We heard some of the drivers, I think Kevin Harvick talk about the rubber, how it gets laid down on the racetrack. It comes in patches. It doesn't come evenly. So you have to straddle it in certain areas of the corner. You've got to avoid it in other parts of the corner, and others you've got to run right over it or you don't have a choice. And it really only adds to all the challenges here in Bristol.
The rookies, Elliott in 4th and Blake.
Are you trying to be a wise ass?
Where's my kid?
Junior, he's going with it. Junior used 8 tires that time.
Ty's one of those that stayed out that last pit stop.
He's got a tire right now, the 14 does. I'm not sure about that one. Junior really used him up. Up in turns 3 and 4.
Well, it's time to go. I mean, there's
45 minutes to go. You got to put it all on the line now, boys.
Definitely got a rub right there.
I didn't. Wait. We're filming right now.
Behind him. That'd be Benedetto.
Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You're trying to be a wise ass.
Pretty bad. Eric Almirola back in the race, laps down after being towed to the garage.
You know, at this point, DW, what can you do? You got to stay out. You got to tire up. At this point, there's only 40-something laps to go. You got to stay out. You got to risk it. Maybe a caution comes out.
Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You're trying to be a wise ass.
Where's my kid?
For 12, Dillon crosses back under.
Nice crossover move.
I think a caution's going to come out all right. I think I know where it's going to go. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Where's my kid?
I didn't touch it.
There goes Dillon.
Oh, God.
We have a caution.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he just ran over.
Where's my kid?
I didn't touch it. Where you
put the left rear tire?
All right, let's first go back to when Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ty Dillon got together. Now remember,
I didn't touch it. Where you put it? I have my key. I have my key. We're filming right now. Look, we're on a tight schedule.
Castle just did.
And here's what just happened as Dillon battled Landon Castle.
Now Landon gets loose here. He really didn't want to get into him. He got loose. Got aggressive with it.
And Martin
Truex Jr. gets the free pass and gets back.
Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You trying to be a wise ass?
Yeah, the patience is out the door now.
Final what? We're filming right now. Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You trying to be a wise ass?
Where's my cake? It's on my camera. What you doing?
I didn't touch it. Where'd you put it?
You told me I had a key to this
I have my key. I have my key. Could you wait? We're filming right now.
Who's waiting?
Look, we're on a tight schedule. I need to get this video out so we can stream.
Who's waiting?
You know who it is? You know Larry.
Great kid. He's got a great job. But you got to learn how to close the deal.
Yeah,
that's so important.
I was worried about them when they didn't come in to pit on that last pit stop. That's what really got them up there, was a great pit strategy. But at that point, I think, especially starting on the inside lane, he would have been better off getting tires and being able to just maintain that speed and having the grip in the tires.
He's still got 38 laps to go.
Yeah, it might still work out for him. He's still in the lead lap.
Chris Ryder.
Yeah, Mike, we've already had the most cautions of any race so far this year. Problems in the pits, pit road speeding penalties, adding to the issues early with Maslowski, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson. Joey Logano had an uncontrolled tire causing a problem, and a little bit of a collision with Denny Hamlin and Brian Scott.
Yeah, tears Hamlin's right front fender off. We had some issues in practice yesterday with that same area of the car, and it was weak. Tore it apart. They replaced it. Later blew a tire at the end of the day.
Martin Truex Jr. in the lug nut camp.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the crew guy's saying there. He hit 3. The jack man dropped the jack. All he had on was 3. Put him down, but they recovered down. Got a free pass to caution.
Jimmy Johnson, we've heard a lot about tires and loose wheels. Had to come in under green when a couple of laps down. And with the Toyotas of Joe Gibbs being so dominant but having problems today, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards is your leader. He's led the most laps in this race, more than any other race in his career. Is that in the back of his mind saying my teammates have had issues?
No doubt. It doesn't matter what his crew chief tells him about those tires. He's worried about it. He's seen his guys go down, hit the wall, causing the issues to their cars. He's got a fast car. He's just waiting for something to go wrong. Carl is ready, though. That car is really strong. I don't see anybody getting around him, Chris.
Trying to win his 4th Bristol race as we head back upstairs to Jeff, Darrell, and Mike.
Your first 9 cars have 40
Hey there,
laps.
Juggies, it's your old pal McJoker Nuggets.
Have 20 laps.
Uncle Larry here.
Your next
Just
5
kidding.
cars have
We're going to be
20
doing some live stream today on Twitch.
It's an exciting.
Don't actually right. Like, if you can, yes, that's for the 5th time. It's Twitch. Confidence. Yeah, but no hesitation. And also, I don't know what you're doing with the hat thing. I don't know. We're filming right now. Leave it alone, Jeffrey. You trying to be a wise ass?
Where's my cake?
Super aggressive on these resets.
It's on my camera. What you doing?
I didn't touch it. Where'd you put it?
You told me I had a key to this road.
I have my key. I have my key. Could you wait? We're filming right now.
Who's waiting?
Look, we're on a tight schedule. I need to get this video out so we can stream.
Who's waiting?
You know who it is? You know Larry.
What are you doing there?
Well, I told you, we're going to live stream. Playing video games.
Doing this work.
Could you stop? Just give us stop fucking packing. Give us like 10 seconds. You're not coming in here. The door's closed. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Dad, what the fuck? That's holy shit! Holy shit! Where'd you fucking get that? Dad, holy shit!
Why are you doing this?
This is what you get, motherfucker!
Why are you...
Something like that. Green. We have 33 green now, 36 to go. So 69 minus whatever these yellows are.
So when we get to the checker, your tires are going to be shot.
I'm not exactly sure how to take that.
But they're right in the window. That's what they're telling you. They're right in our window. We're good to go.
Back to green.
Green flag, Logano doesn't go.
What?
He holds up McMurray as everybody shoots around the 2 of them. Edwards, the leader. Chase Elliott battling for second. When was the last time a rookie won this race? 79. Dale Earnhardt. And one is looking right now.
I know it's not time to be patient, but you know he's got to really pick and choose his battle here. Because if he's going to make that move, he's got to make it precise and clean.
Logano finally got going. He's back in 17. Got hit, worked so hard to get himself back up in the top 10. All for naught.
I love the aggressiveness of Chase Elliott on the outside on that reset.
be happy about is I got a little gap between me and the car running third right now. That little gap gives you a little room to breathe. Showing great speed. Watch the orange 22 of Joey Logano. That's jacking things up there. And McMurray, nowhere to go.
Looked very similar to the 88 earlier.
Looks like he missed, I think he might have missed the gear. What did he say?
He said he lost all power. Todd Gordon told him to switch to battery 2.
Exactly the same incident we saw at the start of this race, the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
The batteries take a beating here. I don't know if you remember or not, but remember Bowman and Show when he lost his battery here about 3 years ago? The batteries really
I'm thirsty.
take a beating here with all this fans now run the track.
Well, and all the fans and loads that are on those batteries, DW, if you don't shut all those things down under caution, and because you don't have the RPMs under caution, it'll really eat up that battery.
This is the calmest we've seen the top 10 all day. Back to Ricky Stenhouse in 10th. All in the same straightaway, but all single file trying to eat up some of these remaining 28 laps. Yeah, this is just like a track meet. Everybody's saving a little kick. They're going to kick it in here with about 15 to go. All three of the Roush cars, 8, 9, 10. Biffle, Bain, Stenhouse.
Yeah, that caution really worked out for them when they put 4 cars on 2 cautions ago.
Mike, you can check with our stat guy. When was the last time we were even talking about the 3 Roush Fenway drivers finishing in the top 10? It has been a long, long time. Yeah, nice to see. Carl Edwards pulling away as we watch this battle for 9th place. 8th place now, Bain and Stenhouse.
I think this is the battle right here for second, the 4th, Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott. I think Harvick's car's just a little bit better on these long runs. Chase has the speed on the short run, and he's doing an awesome job. But I think Harvick desperately wants to get by because I think he feels like he's got a car that can compete with the 19.
Another driver who's had a great run today is Matthew Benedetto, who wowed the crowd in driver introductions when Bill Goldberg called for him to come out. He came out to his ZZ Top song, and he was dressed as Billy Gibbons with a big, long, flowing beard and strumming a guitar. But Benedetto's had a great run here. He is currently in the top 10. Great run for him. Another guy with a great run is that 15 car is the Clint Boyer. We haven't seen that car anywhere near the top 10. And whoa, is that the 78?
Off of 2. No caution, I don't believe, though.
Martin Truex.
Maybe it's the 11. Was it the 11 or the 78?
Yeah, it was 78.
Grinding the wall in turn 2. They just about run out of room over there. They have taken that route right up to the wall. About run out of room for cautions on my page. Way up to the top.
So he did a slide job when the 3 lost his momentum, and as he got into the corner, the back just came around and got loose on him, and he had to walk it all the way up into the wall.
Like another guy that, I mean, who would have given Dale Jr. a chance of finishing in the top 10 after the start of this race, and there he is running 6.
Well, if you're going to have your problems, you can go a couple laps down. Do it early.
Right, traffic becomes a factor for Carl Edwards. He's lapped Jeffrey Earnhardt there. Now goes to the outside of Josh Wise. Michael Annett is next. And Larry, our stat pack says that August 2014, the night race, is the only time here since 2012 that Roush Fenway had 3 cars in the top 10. Stenhouse, Edwards, and Biffle were 6th, 7th, and 10th. We've kind of been seeing this coming, though. They've been getting a little bit better every week. Like we said, Stenhouse had a couple of good runs. Baines had a couple of good runs. Now all 3 of them are having a good run today. Harvick right on the bumper of Chase Elliott now.
I'd like Chase Elliott to win.
More time getting through traffic, and Kevin.
Like, can we have another caution, please?
Harvick got what? Does he have a problem? Around Annett after
Michael Annett.
Let it roll, no caution, no
Caution is out, which is exactly when I wanted. 15 laps to go for Michael Annett, but this gives Chase Elliott a chance to get by Carl Edwards. If you could have our first time winner this year.
Yep. And did Kevin Harvick get up and into the wall there? Exactly. You can't see the load of the right front tire. Here's what happened.
If Chase Elliott wins this race, or somebody that has not won a race, a NASCAR Stick Cup race, wins this race, this would be the first race that we've had a first-time winner since August of 2014 at Watkins Glen. And fun fact, I was actually at that race. I did a little look back on it in the vlog called Best Brother Prank Ever. So you go there and somewhere in the vlog I put all the videos and photos that I took in there.
Off the wall, loose, and hits my right front, spins me around. He's high. Chris?
Mike and Steve talking back and forth with Kevin Harvick. He's speaking with Rodney Childers, asking if either of those rear tires down. Rodney Childers is telling him both sides look good, and our only option is to stay out.
Logano pits. Along with Landon Castle, Brad Keselowski, the pre-pass car, and Paul Menard.
I don't see this working out too well because 14 laps to go. Not many cars came down pit road. It's going to be really hard to
another
use those
track.
4 fresh tires to get by many of the cars ahead of them.
No really issue with the track. There's no debris. There's nothing wrong with the track. We'll probably be looking at one to go next time by.
And maybe they're anticipating a lot of cautions. They get a lot of cautions. Keep picking up spots on the restarts. Maybe
Going to be with about 10, 11 laps to go. I just don't see that working out. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with merging vets and players dedicated to
Okay, I think on the final, once we go back to the racing, since however many laps is quick around here, I'll react for you guys in the vlog. Even though I got that, I'll react for you guys in the vlog.
Supports.com. Learn more. Let me go.
I can tell you who this is really benefiting.
I'd like to have that chance right about now with one to go.
Hey, Larry, this is really benefiting the 41 car in that 4th position. You know, he's in that outside lane.
And I'm not going to set it up like right here. I'm going to hold it.
Well, I stayed up half the night looking at all kinds of different trends. And when I look at our last 10 spring Bristol races, 5 times we went to overtime, including our last 2 trips here in the spring. Once again, we listened to the Carl Edwards team anticipating this restart.
I put it on 1 and 2, on 1 and 2, put in.
They've apparently put the lights back on the pace car, so we're going to go back to racing with 10 to go.
And he's checking the voltage of his batteries. He wants the most power in that battery he can get. Give him more power.
I run a boat.
Yeah, but that's an option. That's what he said he's doing. Right.
Go one more time.
2 drivers have had ECU issues here. The cars failed to go on a start and then on a restart. And even though we have 3 different makes of cars competing, they all run the same ECU as dictated by NASCAR. That's a common part across all 3 makes.
Well, I think DW really brought up something important. This track with the loads and the banking and the bump, you see how bumpy this concrete is? And then the loads on the fans and everything going on inside the car. It's really hard on equipment, even batteries and ECUs.
Yeah, well, Carl has driven up. That car has been flawless all day long. Get up there, buddy, and close the deal. A lot of great performances, including Matthew Benedetto, who is on track to perhaps score his best career finish. He was 18th at Talladega a year ago.
I like he's in that outside lane.
10 laps to go when they come to the
10 to
line.
go.
Carl Edwards against rookie Chase Elliott.
Laps are pretty quick around here. Come on, Chase Elliott.
He's way up top at 41.
Chase Elliott.
Back straight away. Man, he's aggressive on these restarts.
Boy, Chase better do something.
And I want Chase Elliott. Oh! Holy crap! That was a hard hit. That was a hard hit. Did you see that crap?
Chase Elliott because he was in second. Now
Did you see that?
Brad Keselowski had taken the wave around and he went 3 wide. And that pretty much forced the issue in turn 3.
Let's
Watch
see
the
this.
7. Center your screen. 2 outside of Danica. And things narrow up here in a hurry.
Oh, jeez. That was a hard hit.
Racing right there. The closing rate, a lot's happening at 125, 130 miles per hour right there.
Well, the 2 cars got 4 brand new tires on his car.
You know, to me, the 7 has to know what's going on, you know, and know that those 2 cars are side by side. That's a spotter, mirror, and just Bristol issue.
Well,
when you're inside
That wasn't good.
15 laps, you go down. You just can't give up anything, but you don't want to end up.
Well, and that's also, remember, Danica's got a brake pedal too. You know, she could have lifted maybe a little bit there, but in the closing laps, as you said, DW, there's no checking up.
No, you got to go for it. I don't want to hear about loose wheels or loose or pushing or anything else. Well, our short track slide continues next weekend. We head to Richmond, beginning on Saturday with the Xfinity Series and the Toyota Care 250, noon Eastern Time on FS1. Next Sunday, the Toyota Owners 400. Kurt Busch is the defending winner. That's 12:30 Eastern on Fox, or watch live on Fox Sports Go. Formerly a night race, Richmond moves to a day race on Sunday. Then we're off to Talladega, and then Kansas on Mother's Day weekend on FS1.
Mike, this is the great Coliseum. Well, that's great Coliseum, and next week we're going to a racetrack that I think most drivers, Jeff probably agree with this, think that's about the best racetrack that these guys, we guys really love the racing.
Oh, everybody loves it. I love going from this racetrack to another great short track.
Oh,
yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tell you what I'm watching, you know, here for this restart is the 19. The only time the 19.
I'm seriously just waiting for the Colossus or whatever. Yeah, I'm waiting for that thing to just fall. I mean, and I laugh just so hard, being like, hard, who actually needs this?
Those letters that say Bristol are 6 feet.
We don't need a screen at a track like Bristol. People come to races to watch the track, not the TV. I mean,
you saw him out there with that. He's pretty tall.
Yeah, I think we're getting one to go.
15 caution flags so far.
Disrespect.
We split between the first 2/3 of the race and the last third, pretty much.
My heart's beating. Honestly, I just think that something's getting ready to happen. I mean, the intensity level continues to rise. Now we've got Kurt Busch lined up side by side with Carl Edwards. You know everyone is going to be getting super aggressive here.
Well, what about Dale Jr.? I mean, he's not out of this thing either.
And remember, the 19 and the 41 have not won races yet this year. They're not locked in to that chase, and they want to get it back.
Matthew Benedetto's in the top 10. Clint Boyer's in the top 10. Trevor Bates.
Okay, here we go.
Ryan Blaney. This is anybody's race.
I want Chase Elliott to win, or Ryan Blaney. But I'd like better Chase Elliott.
Let me tell you, don't count that 88 out. He's pretty
darn good. Holy
6
crap.
to go.
Junior doesn't have a win yet either this year. This could be big for him if he can get it.
But I want Chase Elliott.
Right now, I think he's really happy being in that second spot.
I think he's thrilled to death. I would be.
Can we like have a caution?
What's the odds of this finishing with another yellow? A very good one, I'm seeing.
Where'd he go? Oh, I saw smoke.
Slide down to 88, makes
I thought I saw smoke.
Crossover.
This could get ugly right here. And that, boy, they are Carl Edwards' best friend right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm loving this.
That was some great, oh my gosh, that was great short track.
Okay, half a lap. It's over. It's over, guys.
You got Chase Elliott.
Oh, you got 41 got loose off the field. Here comes Chase.
It's over. Carl Edwards. It might mean unless it's Rex. I mean, I'm not complaining about Carl Edwards. I like Carl Edwards, but...
Carl Edwards well out in front of a great battle for second place.
Okay, it's Carl Edwards wins.
Elliott and Bain for the top 5. Checkered flag in the air. Carl Edwards dominates Bristol.
That's awesome.
What I'm talking about. Great work, guys.
We're going to see a backflip, guys. Carl Edwards was a backflip.
He led 276 laps and held off all comers. Was only passed once on a restart all day, as Jeff pointed out. He deserved to win it, and he held them all off. You guys don't have many days like that in Bristol. It was cool, man. That was awesome, guys. Great job.
And remember, he did this from the pole, earned that #1 pit stop, great pit stops, great restarts, great race start, great driving by Carl Edwards.
And no right front tire problems. J.D. Gibbs, there with the team prayer. And guess what this means?
We haven't had a backflip this year.
That's right. Just be careful, brother. Be careful. How about Chase Elliott, the rookie, 4th, Trevor Bain, 5th, wow. Matthew Benedetto, 6th. Wow. Clint Boyer, 8th.
I'm happy that is so great for all those guys. Warrior will be ecstatic. You've been needing to run like this. I've got to wonder how tense this all had to be for Carl Edwards, knowing how much trouble his teammates had. Spot the landing, buddy. Oh, it's on the banking. Woo, perfect. Yeah. Now he'll collect the Sunoco checkered flag.
Remember when he used to hang with the crowd? He would like go into the crowd. Not anymore, I guess.
Well, I don't know another driver out there that gets more pumped up and excited to go racing and get a win and is more appreciative than Carl Edwards.
That's Sophia's favorite, too.
Victory lane from here, but taking that Sunoco checkered flag is today's Sunoco fueling victory.
Get that steer wheel. We know what happens when that doesn't get locked on.
JD in the glasses and the hat, in the hug from Joe, his coach. See that Gibbs box. They got it going on, boys. Awesome performance. As mayhem unfolded behind it. Carl Edwards drives victory lane. And there's Sunoco fueling victory. I think the side of the car says it all, guys.
Built for speed.
The backflip is back. Carl Edwards dominates Bristol Motor Speedway.
If the nice guy Carl Edwards treated his fans like greasy fast food treats your body, yeah, he wouldn't be the fan favorite that he is. The key is to say no to greasy fast food and treat your body to tender all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics with the new rotisserie-style chicken sandwich. Try Carl's way with spinach. The Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
How fast are Allegra gel caps? Relief before the movie starts. Fast. I didn't know you got a cat. Fast.
No, everybody's clearing out.
Allegra is the fastest non-drowsy relief you can buy.
We're going out in an hour. Fast.
Allegra gel caps. Not just fast.
I'm watching everybody just walk.
Hello, Geico. Yeah, I was just talking
that
about
guy
your
doing?
emergency roadside service and how it's available 24/7 and then our car overheated. But what are the chances? Can you send a tow truck, please? The location? You're not going to believe this, but it's in a tree. I wish I was joking, mate, but it's literally stuck in a tree. A chainsaw? No. All we really need is a tow truck.
Day or night, Geico's emergency roadside service is there for you. Here's how it feels to get a new iPhone every year with iPhone Forever from Sprint. Here's how it feels to get 50% off most national carrier rates, too.
I'm in victory lane.
So imagine how you'll feel when you get all this. And 50% off iPhone 6s on the fastest network. Plus, try us out for 30 days. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund your money.
Protect your smile with an invisible shield against plaque. Act Advanced with Plaque Guard helps prevent plaque and gingivitis. Kills 99% of bacteria for a 12-hour shield of protection. Your mouth is fresh and clean. Act Advanced. Advanced Plaque Protection.
In this cauldron of fiery wills and burning competition, rivalries heat up quicker. This is an oval of stolen victories and crushed dreams, filled with volumes of unfinished business. Sooner or later, you all become rivals. With everyone fighting over one finish line, there's never enough glory to go around.
On a day when Bristol was brutal to most, Carl Edwards dominates for his fourth victory here and celebrating there in victory lane with Carl Edwards, Matt Yokel.
Last year took 12 races before Carl Edwards scored the season's first top 5. The win today marks your fourth. Expectations were high coming here. Reality
He's about to get out.
Performance matched that. Yeah. Man, there's so many different things happening out there. Different guys.
Cool to see this kind of behind the scenes look.
I gotta work on my
my drag racing stuff. Kurt's got those restarts figured out, man. He was tough.
Oh, it just froze.
Awesome, and, real testament to my team.
Is it done, or?
We got Comcast business folks here. They help put this whole thing together.
Frozen. I hope it's just frozen because I'd like to see it.
All the folks that made this 19 team happen. So, just great, man. Just awesome. Thanks to Sprint and Seth and Xfinity, all the folks that make this happen. And yeah, it's now we're in the chase. We can go have some fun, and yeah, just so cool, man. Awesome to be here.
Near perfect day on pit road, near perfect day on the racetrack, but was there concern looking at your teammates keep experiencing issues again and again today?
There was some concern, but for some reason, you know, our car, we didn't have any of those issues. So just really proud of my guys, and once again, thanks to everybody, Subway and Stanley, and just everybody, Sport Clips, to make this thing happen. This team is awesome, and Dave doesn't quit. He almost read my mind in the race. He can tell me things right when I need them, so it's a great day.
One win here, a special. Carl Edwards has 4 in Thunder Valley.
And he's the pole sitter. Last time a pole sitter won was last year in August, but at the start of the race, with Carl on the pole, the 88 Dale Earnhardt Jr., the electronic control unit, wasn't controlling very well. And
there was some concern
down with Michael
but for some reason, you know, our car, we didn't have any of those issues. So just really proud of my guys, and once again, thanks to everybody, Subway and Stanley, and just everybody that Sport Clips to make this thing happen. This team is awesome, and Dave doesn't quit. He almost read my mind in the race. He can tell me things right when I need them. So it's a great day.
One win here, a special. Carl Edwards has 4 in Thunder Valley.
And he's the pole sitter. Last time a pole sitter won was last year in August, but at the start of the race, with Carl on the pole, the 88 Dale Earnhardt Jr., the electronic control unit wasn't controlling very well, and that got him a lap or two down with Michael Waltrip and Chris Myers, and then he finished strong. In fact, his second place finish of the year racing Kirk went to the restart.
Yeah, can you imagine coming for last and then here at the end of the race having a chance to try to win this baby? And what's the determination here? Kirk with the slide job. Dale Jr. never gives up. Crosses over to the inside, grabs that second spot back away.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. still searching for that first victory. Vince is standing by with the driver of the 88.
Looking at the final statistics and seeing Dale Jr. in second place doesn't even begin to tell the story. Started out with the issue right off the bat of the green flag, and then you guys had to jig all day long with a driver and crew chief making adjustments.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna end this for you guys. I do want to thank you guys for watching, though. It's kind of just frustrating that Kyle kind of sucked. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Stay strong. Have a fantastic day today. And before I let you go, you're going to say goodbye to the vlog. Say goodbye to the vlog. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm playing with my cameras. Like, I am so immature. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yes, I do. Hey, guys, break it up. No, you're not break it up. Yes, you will. Yes, you will break it up. No, I refuse. Okay, well, I need to stop being immature, and goodbye. Thank you guys and girls for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more content. Also, if you want to see my daily life and bloopers for videos just like this video / outro, then go to my vlog channel at Sam Wilson Vlogs. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Vine to see more hella weird stuff. Links and names are in the description below. Also, enjoy your day and stay strong.